We are the SWAC. Our heritage lifts us to great heights because my history is forged by trailblazers. That motivates me today to focus on my future. We are the SWAC. We are the new trailblazers. And this is my heritage.
Who is USAA made for? It's made for this guy, a veteran who honorably served. And it's made for her. She's serving now. We made it for all branches and all ranks, whether they served one tour or made a career of it. We also made USAA for military spouses and their kids. USAA is easy to work with and can save you money on auto, home, and renter's insurance. Become a member today. Call us for a quote. USAA. What you're made of, we're made for.
Welcome to day 2 of the 2021 Cricket Wireless SWAC baseball tournament. James Red along with Charles Edmond, and today is the first day where we will call it elimination. Texas Southern Tigers taking on the Alabama A&M Bulldogs here at wonderful Toyota Field in Madison, Alabama, home of the Rocket City Trash Panda AA Ball Club affiliated with the New York Mets. And now, Charles, this is a situation where both teams will go deep into their arsenal of pitchers to see what will work and what won't work. Pitching today, Peyton Baker for the Bulldogs.
Yep. Good morning, everyone. Good morning, James Verrett, and glad to be with you here, day 2. Speaking of 2, a couple of teams are going to be going home after this day. Day 2, 2 teams will be eliminated. This is our first elimination game. And our next elimination game will be Bama State and Alcorn. But here, Alabama A&M lost 8-1 to Grambling, a close game midway through. And Texas Southern lost a close game as well to Jackson State, 7-4. And that game was hanging in the balance. Day 1 saw some competitive baseball, and I expect nothing less than competitive baseball here because someone's going home and someone's going to survive and advance.
What do we know about Mr. Baker, the pitcher?
Peyton Baker, 2-4 during the season with a 792 earned run average. During the season, he had 1 complete game and 7 starts, 30 strikeouts, 19 walks, 39 earned runs during the season on 68 hits and 44 in a third innings pitched. Good day yesterday, good day today. A little warmer today than it was yesterday, but it's going to be warm on the field as well. Some pretty heated action. We're underway.
First pitch called strike on Trevor Breckenmeyer. Check that on Justin Cooper. And ball on the outside to make the count even, 1-1. And this is the first time these two teams are meeting this season.
Absolutely. And, again, just the uncertainty, not really knowing your opponent. And that's the one thing about SWAC baseball, you know, just only a handful of matchups in the tournament that you would see in the regular season, typically close contests like a Grambling Jackson State or a Southern playing a Jackson, something like that. But you have Bama State furthest north and Texas Southern and Houston. They don't play each other.
Called strike. Makes the count full at 3-2.
And when you're in the loser's bracket, James Verrett, all arms on deck is what I say. Everybody's available. You got to piece it together to stay alive.
3-2 pitch high. Root going back, but it is out of play.
You talk about Mike Robb and Texas Southern, played a lot of small ball against Jackson State, and for the most part, it was effective. But Texas Southern lost 2 runners on the bases and stranded a bunch of runners. As a matter of fact, their last 7 innings, they stranded at least 1 runner, and they stranded 7 in the game. So they stranded 7 runners and lost 2 on the bases. against Jackson State yesterday, a game in which they lost 7-4.
And a walk awarded to Cooper.
Yeah, Cooper in the game yesterday, 0 for 4 with a walk. So leadoff walk for Texas Southern. You better believe Mike Robb's going to try to play big-time small ball, move the runners along. You can pretty much bet the house on it. Just try to generate some early offense.
And early offense is what they did. Claiborne able to get the ball past Ford, and now advancing to third base is Cooper, and Claiborne will stand up at second base.
Laced right down the line. We've seen a lot of good hitting in day one. If we can look at that shot down the line. Yep. They had to play just a little bit off the line. Caromed off that little edge section down there. And that's tricky because that's an extra base. You know, if you undersell that, it's going to carry him back into the field to play off the grandstands.
This one's fouled back and, hits right in front of us, maybe about 9 feet away from where we are. It's getting closer and closer to us. Yeah. Shall we duck? We are here at the wonderful Toyota Field, home of the Rocket City Trash Pandas, AA affiliate. Baseball, and this one is going long at the warning track. Catch made by Bestero, and 1 run will score in Justin Cooper, and 1-0 in favor of the Tigers of Texas Southern.
Wow, he took that one, gave that one a ride, didn't he? The wind again, like yesterday, blowing out right to left, straight away. So Texas Southern, a leadoff walk, a double, and a sac fly. I'd say scoring Cooper and TSU on the board, and they have another runner out there as well, in Nick Garza, the second baseman. Garza was hit 3 times yesterday and struck out.
I just feel for him. You know, when you get hit that many times, you think, hey, does somebody not like me today?
Pitcher of the year, Bestero hit 6 batters yesterday, but yet got it done in the win over TSU.
Claiborne over at second, trying to agitate Baker.
For Mike Robb and TSU, usually, Texas Southern or Mike Robb coach team makes a deep run. Typically, they don't drop the first game. And
so that evens the count at 1 apiece.
So this is a position, you gotta dig deep. TSU on the board early. Actually, they led Jackson State 3-0 yesterday. So second straight game in which they're playing from out in front.
Claiborne still over there at second.
We saw some pretty good games. We were pretty much done on time. That last game, Prairie View Alcorn, was about 2 hours.
Line shot up the middle by Garza, and here comes Claiborne around third base, and he will score standing up 2-0 now in favor of the Tigers out of Houston, Texas.
So Ponce and Garza with RBIs, and TSU with an early lead. Getting to Peyton Baker early. Two in, runner at first.
Pass ball, and now here comes Garza. He's going to round second base, look at third, and smartly go back to the bag.
Well, everything that can go wrong has gone wrong for A&M here in this first inning.
Well, let's remember, for A&M, first time they've made it to the tournament since 2017, and there is
activity out in the bullpen, getting ready to have activity in the bullpen. Time call for that.
They're running out there.
Well, you have some situation which the bullpens are empty, and the umpires, Grantley, will call time and allow the bullpen to get busy.
Now, here's the important part. They went through the field rather than going through the concourse. Now, if they went through the concourse, I would suspect some guys may want to take a break and get something to drink, get some food.
Oh, no.
Maybe grab a souvenir, too.
No way. You do that, it may be 2-0 by the time you're called out to the bullpen. It may be 5-0 by the time you get there, and then it's all heck breaks loose after that. But this for Texas Southern, again, I mean, a fast start. They got off to a fast start against Jackson State. Can they maintain it? I mean, TSU has had runners on base yesterday. 7 straight innings, they left at least a runner on, and they've taken advantage of it here.
Called strike. Evens the count at 2 apiece on Sanchez.
Texas Southern 2 runs on 2 hits. This was a walk, a wild pitch in this inning. And A&M struggling right now.
And hit by pitch, and now Sanchez will make it over to first base.
Well, everything happening now, and if you're Alabama A&M, you've got to find a way to slow this thing down in time called.
Smart move by Dylan Roop, the catcher, just trying to calm down his pitcher, Peyton Baker.
Yeah, it's, you know, you said, you know, for the first time in years, A&M's getting here, just trying to feel this thing out. I mean, there's pressure when you're in the loser's bracket, especially if you're in that 3 o'clock bracket in which you lose that 9 a.m. game. You come right back here tomorrow morning, the next morning at 9. And a shaky start here for A&M. 2 on and 1 out.
Showing bunt. That one in for a ball. Chapman once again showing bunt. This time that one is bunted but foul.
Chapman was on base 3 times yesterday. Infield single, stole a base, rounded to short. He had his hands all over the game yesterday. Cam Fields got the start for Texas Southern and pitched well. But Texas Southern just couldn't cash in on their opportunities.
This one hit the center field, Bridges, and no, it goes over to Malik Frails, and he's able to throw it in and hold Garza at second for out number 2.
The center fielder, number 5, Jordan Fadado.
Now Jordan Fadado up for his first at-bat today for Texas Southern.
Yeah, and yesterday he had 4 at-bats. He was 0 for 3 with a walk. This is the 7th man, the bat in this inning. Texas Southern with a couple in here. Got a runner in scoring position, 2 on.
That one a ball high. Garza trying to do a good job of distracting Baker, and I think Baker just needs to focus in. He's got 2 out. So now you just want to get the batter, I would think.
Yep, it's just a matter of getting in the dugout.
And that one is fouled off by Fadado.
And for Texas Southern, it's just a matter of extending your lead here. Brian Williams will get the start for Texas Southern. Well, you had 4 really good games yesterday. Low scoring for the most part.
Garza still doing his moves over at second. And this one shallow and foul. Hall going over but out of play.
Even though A&M lost 8-1 yesterday, I mean, it was a 1-1 game midway through. I mean, it was a tussle. You know, Grambling The latter innings kind of took over. You know, Grambling can score some runs, and they were able to open it up.
And this one is shot over to left field. Fadado over to make the final catch. And for Texas Southern, they do leave 2 on. No errors, but 2 runs did score. As we go to the bottom half of the first, with 2 hits by Texas Southern to score those 2, it is 2-0 in favor of the Tigers as the Bulldogs come up to bat right here on the SWAC Digital Network.
Who is USAA made for? It's made for this guy, a veteran who honorably served. And it's made for her. She's serving now. We made it for all branches and all ranks, whether they served 1 tour or made a career of it. We also made USAA for military spouses and their kids. USAA is easy to work with and can save you money on auto, home, and renter's insurance. Become a member today. Call us for a quote. USAA. What you're made of, we're made for.
We are the SWAC. Our heritage lifts us to great heights because my history is forged by trailblazers. That motivates me today to focus on my future. We are the SWAC. We are the new trailblazers. And this is my heritage.
Your mom's been posting a lot since she got that phone at Crickett's mega sale.
Every day.
Here's a comment. We stan.
Oh, Mom. You have a cool mom.
The more phone, more fun mega sale.
Mega.
Your mom's been posting a lot since she got that phone at Crickett's mega sale.
Every day.
Here's a comment. We stan.
Oh, Mom. You have a cool mom.
The more phone, more fun mega sale.
Mega.
Time to call a credit repair company to fix my credit. Hold the phone, man. You can do it yourself with Credit Versio. That's way too hard. Call the credit repair company. Most credit repair companies only work on 1 or 2 accounts at a time, making it slow and expensive. You won't figure that out for months. Ignore him. Credit Versio's brilliant software scans all 3 credit bureaus, finds the accounts that are hurting your score, and guides you through the entire process. Anyone can do it. Let's fast forward and see the results. Wow, I fixed my own credit and saved hundreds. You can do this. Visit creditversio.com.
And welcome back to Live Action. We go now to the bottom half of the first inning with Alabama A&M at bat. Your pitcher, Brian Williams, the young man is a freshman from Bryan, Texas, by way of Prairie View A&M. And he comes in with an ERA of 8.70, 1-6 on the season. And this one first swung and hit by Trevor Birkenmeyer, foul.
We're underway here in the bottom of the first inning. James Verrett, and we'll see. A&M is the home team, and we'll see if A&M can get something going offensively. It was a struggle for them yesterday. Not many opportunities out there for A&M. They left 5 runners on, including 2 in the 8th, and that 8-1 loss to Grambling.
This one right back up the middle, base hit for Breckenmeyer. He went 2 for 5 yesterday, and now his 3rd hit of the tournament.
Leadoff single for Alabama A&M, and just like yesterday against Grambling, early opportunities. As Jalen Ford stands in. Ford, pretty good piece of hitting there. Ford 1 for 4 with an RBI, a sac fly in yesterday's game. We'll see if A&M does some running here, James Verrett, just to try to mix things up. Just to get the offense going.
And he hits this one, splices it over to left field. Chapman right over there to make the catch for out number 1.
Pretty good jump there by Birkenmeyer. He was going on that pitch too. So again, You know, when you're struggling to score, you're down 2-0, you got to find a way to stir the pot a little bit. Try to get some pieces moving on defense. Try to put runners in scoring position.
Jamaica Bestero, the batter for the Bulldogs. That one high and inside, and Bestero did not have the best day. 1 for 4, but he had 3 Ks in their opening round loss.
Yep, he had stole the base as well. First at bat was a single and struck out 3 times in a row.
Another swing and a miss.
You see the anxiety. The pitcher kind of settled down for A&M. Anxiety, you're in this loser's bracket. You got to find a way to make it happen.
One pitch, and this one is going to go over to right field, but foul. Hits the berm right here at Toyota Field. Beautiful stadium, home of the Rocket City Trash Pandas. Rocket City because of the metropolitan area of Huntsville, Alabama, known for the development of the NASA space rocket. And the Trash Panda, why, Charles?
It's a raccoon.
There you go. There you go. Retention.
Yeah, I did very little of that in school. Very little retention. I had a retention problem. Retaining information.
You do so well now.
Do I?
I think. I hope.
I don't know about that. It's just work in progress.
Swing and a miss. First K of the day and the 4th strikeout in a row for Jamaica Bestero here in the tournament. I heard that you remember everything except the grocery list.
No, I didn't forget that. I didn't forget the restaurants. I didn't forget the food part of it. I know that like in the back of my hand. Bridges at the plate. He was 0 for 3. He was hit by a pitch in yesterday's game. 2 out in the inning. You know, leadoff single for A&M, just can't build on that. And what we've seen is that it just doesn't take much. I mean, you're not seeing these high-scoring games yesterday that some people might have expected. We had some pretty good pitching, I thought, James Verrett.
We did.
I think whether you won or lost, you're in good shape as far as pitching is concerned.
Another high ball, but this time it'll be shortstop Justin Cooper to get it. And 1 hit, 1 strikeout, 1 person left on base. No errors as we go to the top half of the 2nd inning. Your score, 2-0 in favor of the Tigers of Texas Southern right here on the SWAC Digital Network.
Who is USAA made for? It's made for this guy, a veteran who honorably served. And it's made for her. She's serving now. We made it for all branches and all ranks, whether they served 1 tour or made a career of it. We also made USAA for military spouses and their kids. USAA is easy to work with and can save you money on auto, home, and renter's insurance. Become a member today. Call us for a quote. USAA. What you're made of, we're made for.
We are the SWAC. Our heritage lifts us to great heights because my history is forged by trailblazers. That motivates me today to focus on my future. We are the SWAC. We are the new trailblazers. And this is my heritage. We are the SWAC. Our heritage lifts us to great heights because my history is forged by trailblazers. That motivates me today to focus on my future. We are the SWAC. We are the new trailblazers. And this is my heritage.
Welcome back to live action here at Toyota Field. Top half of the 2nd inning, up 2-0. It's Texas Southern. Michael Goudeau, his first at-bat in the tournament. Called strike to even the count at 1 apiece.
Bottom of the lineup here for Texas Southern, 8-9-1, Goudeau, then De Leon, the top of the lineup, and Cooper.
Swing and a miss for strike 2.
I wonder what the conversation was like amongst A&M's players. You know, you're only playing 15 minutes from your campus. You know, you were in a tight game midway through yesterday morning. Here you are, you're down here, just couple of home games for the most part. Just trying to get something going.
Ball on the outside.
It's tough. I mean, when you haven't been here, they say act like you've been here before. You've heard that.
This class hadn't been here.
But if you haven't been here, how can you act like you've been here when you haven't?
And hit by a pitch is Goudeau, and he makes it over to first base.
So you got to take it pitch by pitch. You hear coaches talk about it all the time. You can't look ahead. You can't look back. You have to play in the moment. And that's what A&M is trying to do. And the number 9 hitter, De Leon, coming up for Texas Southern.
Elliott Jones coming out to talk to his pitcher. They do have some activity going on in the bullpen, and coach will not hesitate, and he's going to make a change. We'll take a break. When we come back, we'll let you know who the new pitcher is. Elimination Day right here on the SWAC Digital Network.
We are the SWAC. Our heritage lifts us to great heights because my history is forged by trailblazers. That motivates me today to focus on my future. We are the SWAC. We are the new trailblazers. And this is my heritage.
I'm really not looking forward to calling this credit repair company.
Fresh meat for the monthly fee grinder.
Whoa, check this out. With Credit Versio, you can do everything yourself without having to call someone, and it's easy and fast. Sweet. Credit Versio scans all 3 credit bureaus, finds the accounts hurting your credit, and creates powerful dispute letters. This is way faster and cheaper than paying a credit repair company. That was easy. I can do this.
Your mom's been hosting a lot since she got that phone at Crickett's mega sale.
Every day.
Here's a comment. We stan.
Oh, Mom. You have a cool mom.
The more phone, more fun mega sale.
Mega.
Your mom's been hosting a lot since she got that phone at Crickett's mega sale.
Every day.
Here's a comment. We stan.
Oh, Mom. You have a cool mom.
The more phone, more fun mega sale.
Mega.
We are the SWAC. Our heritage lifts us to great heights because my history is forged by trailblazers. That motivates me today to focus on my future. We are the SWAC. We are the new trailblazers. And this is my heritage.
And our new pitcher hails from Poughkeepsie, New York, Michael Hovermill, and his first pitch is smacked by Parker DeLeon.
Well, welcome, Mr. Hovermill. First pitch, a base hit. And Texas Southern, 2 on and none out. The book right now on Peyton Baker, and the runner on second belongs to him. Just 1 inning pitch, 2 runs, 2 hits, 2 batters hit, and 1 walk. Again, the batter on second belongs to Baker. And Hovermill accounted for the runner at first. And here we are, the top of the lineup, and Texas Southern has got something cooking again here in this inning.
Called strike on the outside.
Alabama A&M not fooling around. terms of, obviously it was a struggle for Peyton Baker. He just faced 8 batters.
That one high and inside makes him have to pull it all the way back. And Cooper.
I mean, you're playing for your season right now, so you've got to find a way to stop the momentum, get some outs without runs being scored.
And this one will go over to right field and had it, dropped it is Malik Frails, and now off to the races is Goudeau, and he will easily score from second base, and runners now at second and third.
Let's see, the wind blowing right to left, so that wasn't an issue. I'd like to look at that one again. Maybe they had him shaded too far off the line, and Frails had too far to go. Well, how they rule that, they rule it a base hit. So Texas Southern with an early 3-0 lead on 3 hits.
Claiborne, the bat, swing and a miss. He has an opportunity to get an RBI. Already has a hit on the day.
Nobody out in the inning. Texas Southern with 2 in the first, 1 in the second.
And this one sky high. Bridges coming in, but it is Bastardo who makes the catch. Tagging is DeLeon, who scores from third.
TSU doing everything right. 2 sac flies, a couple of extra bases. Pretty good throw from out and left there by Bastardo. It's just too much speed right there. Can't ask for a better start if you're Texas Southern. 4-0, 3 hits. Just taking advantage of the opportunities that you're given.
Hit and run was on.
Well, the book is now closed on Baker. 1 inning pitch, 3 runs, 2 hits. 2 batters hit, a walk, and did not strike out anyone. Now this game belongs to Michael.
Right over the head of the third baseman, base hit. Here comes Cooper from second base. And Ponce will slide in for a double.
5-0 Texas Southern. That is the 3rd extra base hit for TSU. So they've got 5 hits. 3 of them are for extra bases. And they're off to a really fast start. Batting around here with Garza coming up.
Garza doesn't take the bait, and he gets a ball 1.
Coming up next, we'll have Alabama State and Alcorn, our next elimination game. Alabama State lost to Southern. That game getting a lot of conversation.
Always a lot of chatter when the underdog beats the higher seed.
Alabama State coming in, 3rd hottest team in the country, winners of 11 in a row coming in to yesterday's game. Southern University, heck of a pitching performance. That was the story of yesterday's game. One out, Texas Southern with 3 runs in this inning on 3 hits.
And that one is foul. Keeps the count even at 2 apiece for Garza.
Our 3rd game Jackson State and Grambling. 3 o'clock.
And that's the one that will settle a little controversy. Just slight controversy. We've got a team that's undefeated in conference play, but in a non-conference matchup with a team in your conference, you faltered.
Yeah. He played twice during the regular year.
Dribbler, Hovermill, nice throw, and gets out number 2.
The play by Hovermill. Those are always tough. Because, again, you got to plant, break yourself down. Little dribbler, Hovermill ranging to his right, gets down on it, scoops it up, plants, and pretty good throw, low, but got the job done. If you're scoring at home, that's 1-3. So 2 out. Texas Southern with a run at third.
And they say he did go for out number 1 in Juan Sanchez.
Sanchez hit by a pitch his last time up.
A little low for ball number 2.
Southern will take on Prairie View in the nightcap. James Verrett, no Western Division matchup.
No doubt about it, and teams that are very familiar with each other. And a lot of people thought that Prairie View was one of the hotter teams out west, and good stop there by Bruton, but unable to pick it up and get a throw. Sanchez will get on, and scoring is Ponce.
An infield single. Scores Ponce, and it's 6-0. 4 here in the second inning. And it'll bring up Chapman, who flied to right his last time up. So you got an Eastern Division matchup in Bama State and Alcorn. You got a Western Division matchup in Southern and Prairie View.
Goody, goody, goody.
You've got kind of a rivalry matchup in Grambling-Jackson State.
Yes.
And this matchup you just don't see. Team furthest to the north here in Huntsville, Alabama A&M, and then Texas Southern. You probably won't see that matchup in baseball too often during the regular season. Just the distance. Now they might meet in a kind of a midway tournament if there's one out there, like in the MLB Irvin Invitational New Orleans. That could be a matchup there, but
correct.
Just to have a 3-game series in Huntsville or in Houston, not likely. Although I would like to see it if you just like to follow those type of things. I just think those matchups need to happen more. In softball they had the softball roundup,
correct,
in which you rounded up the teams there that you normally don't play in the regular season. I've always kind of advocated a baseball roundup.
And getting the force, Bruton over to Birkenmeyer, and that will end that half of the inning, but not before. We had 4 runs scored, a hit by pitch off of 4 hits, no errors. As we go to the top half of the third, it is 6-0 right here on the SWAC Digital Network.
We are the SWAC. Our heritage lifts us to great heights because my history is forged by trailblazers. That motivates me today to focus on my future. We are the SWAC. We are the new trailblazers. And this is my heritage.
Who is USAA made for? It's made for this guy, a veteran who honorably served. And it's made for her. She's serving now. We made it for all branches and all ranks, whether they served one tour or made a career of it. We We also made USAA for military spouses and their kids. USAA is easy to work with and can save you money on auto, home, and renter's insurance. Become a member today. Call us for a quote. USAA. What you're made of, we're made for.
Your mom's been posting a lot since she got that phone at Cricut's mega sale.
Every day.
Here's a comment. We stan.
Oh, Mom. You're the cool mom.
The more phone, more fun mega sale.
Mega.
Bottom half of the second inning, Alabama A&M trying to work themselves out of a jam, trailing 6-0. James Redd along with Charles Edmond, and now up to bat for the Bulldogs, Dylan Roop. And Roop will hit one directly over to third base, and DeLeon makes the throw, but Ponce unable to make the catch, and moving over to second base on the pass ball is Dylan Roop.
Probably a two-base error. Tried to catch. He did get it on the short hop if we take a look at it here. On the short hop. That's always a tough throw across your body, off line. Yeah, just a bad throw. I think it's probably E5 all the way around. All right, so A&M down 6-0. Got the leadoff man on again. The second inning in a row.
This one a shot over to Garza. Nice easy throw to get the force play, but moving over to third is Roop. And Frails does a good job of getting that ground out.
Well, there's a lot of baseball left, so any way you can scratch out a run, you can. Brock Mitchell standing in for Alabama A&M.
His first at bat in the tournament. Nice breezy day. Mitchell, senior out of Brownsboro, Alabama. This one, another to Garza, but a run will score, and the Bulldogs are on the board.
That's what you call manufacturing a run. Anytime you get a walk or an error, you get a runner on base, you can steal second, a couple of sacrifices to bring them home, and that's exactly what happened. It was a two-base error in this case. Ground ball to the right side, two straight to the right side, scored a run. A&M on the board. It's probably an old baseball term, manufacturing a run. I don't hear it that much anymore. But that,
engineering a run now.
Yeah, okay, and manufacturing, engineering a run. Okay, I'll take that. Well, they just engineered a run right there to get on the board. I think A&M needed that just, for their psyche. They've gone through a couple of pitchers now. Can't get anything going offensively. I mean, still a lot of baseball left. It's top of the third inning.
That one fouled back.
But you got to find a way to get on the board somehow, and they did right there in the bottom of the second inning.
Dylan Hall had 2 Ks in the last game, and right now a fly out to Therese Claiborne, but not before Dylan Roop got on base and was batted around, manufactured their first run of the game as we go to the top half of the next inning, third inning, and we find ourselves with a 6-1 lead for the Tigers right here on the SWAC Digital Network.
Who is USAA made for? It's made for this guy, a veteran who honorably served. And it's made for her. She's serving now. We made it for all branches and all ranks, whether they served one tour or made a career of it. We also made USAA for military spouses and their kids. USAA is easy to work with and can save you money on auto, home, and renter's insurance. Become a member today. Call us for a quote. USAA. What you're made of, we're made for.
I'm really not looking forward to calling this credit repair company.
Fresh meat for the monthly fee grinder.
Whoa, check this out. With Credit Versio, you can do everything yourself without having to call someone, and it's easy and fast. Sweet. Credit Versio scans all 3 credit bureaus, finds the accounts hurting your credit, and creates powerful dispute letters. This is way faster and cheaper than paying a credit repair company. That was easy. I can do this.
Your mom's been posting a lot since she got that phone at Crickett's mega sale.
Every day.
Here's a comment. We stan.
Oh, Mom. You're the cool mom.
The more phone, more fun mega sale.
Mega!
Beautiful morning for baseball. The wind is blowing in out of left field. 6-1 is your score. We already have an error by Texas Southern, which helped constitute one of the runs for the Bulldogs of Alabama A&M. James read along with Charles Edmonds, and this is elimination day. 2 teams enter, 1 team stays alive, the other team, their season is over.
Yep, Texas Southern jumping right on it early. A&M showing a little moxie, even though Texas Southern committed an error, 2-base error, which allowed A&M to score their only run to this point. And this is probably the biggest inning of the tournament for Alabama A&M. Okay, you've given up runs in the first and second. And now you got to figure out a way to get the dugout here. With 7, 8, and 9 coming up, Fadado fly to left his last time up. Goudeau and De Leon to follow.
Fadado, a New Orleans native, and he's a proud graduate of St. Augustine High School, the home of what former coach at Alcorn State? And a base hit there by Fadado, and he's trying to go for 2. Throw is coming, not in time, and Fadado makes it in with a double. Barrett Ray.
B. Ray.
Barrett Ray, a proud graduate, now athletic director at St. Augustine High School.
Well, he tried to stretch that one, didn't he, into a double. He had a long single and just got in there. Again, this is where speed. They tell you about speed.
Gets right underneath.
Yeah, he got it. It wasn't even touched right there.
Showing bunt is Goudeau. He was hit by a pitch his last time up.
Speaking of Louisiana and New Orleans, got a text, more rain down in the Baton Rouge area. Our thoughts and prayers are with folks down there, Baton Rouge, Lake Charles, New Orleans. Just, I mean, it's beautiful weather here, but it's just the opposite, 6 hours from where we sit down south. So our thoughts and prayers are with folks down there.
No doubt about it. I checked on my family. Everybody is safe and dry, but definitely a lot of rain, a lot of flooding, and our thoughts and prayers, as you said, I concur, to those that are in that area. But those who are there at home, who are watching the stream, we thank you for watching right now, and hopefully we will inform and entertain. And right now, Huppermill trying to get Fadado at second, but that throw was a little off.
Yeah, just trying to keep the runner close. I mean, I think A&M knows they can't give up any more runs at this point. I mean, you're at that threshold. The game's kind of halfway getting away from you. You got to keep it right where it is.
And it looks like Texas Southern is not having that base hit, and Fadado will come home from second base. And for Goudeau, his first hit of the tournament.
Well, you talk about putting your hitting shoes on. You heard that phrase?
Yes,
Texas
sir.
Southern's got their hitting shoes on right now. They got 8 hits. And they jump right back on it after A&M got a run in the bottom of the second. Texas Southern, a double, Fadado, and then a single by Goudeau. They're up 7-1.
And yes, Goudeau was gunned down by Dylan Roop. Good throw there for the first out of the inning.
Mike Robb isn't wasting any time. He tried to protect the runner on a swing outside the strike zone. Good job. Roop with a nice throw across. As we look at it again, that ball waiting on him. You know it's perfectly executed when you get the base runner and the ball's waiting on you.
And a strikeout for Huppermill, his first strikeout of the day on Parker De Leon. So now 2 outs, just like that.
Yeah, just about to say 2 out. Just, the damage was done, a double and a single. And then Goudreau tried to get the second, caught stealing, then a strikeout. So quickly a run in, but quickly 2 away, just like that. But A&M has to find a way to get 3 outs. I mean, Texas Southern clearly is on it offensively. You've got to find a way to get in the dugout without allowing any runs to score at this point. Nevermill working quickly.
And first call strike makes the count 2-1 to Justin Cooper. And Cooper already 1 for 1 and an RBI and a walk.
And speaking of quickly, that game last night, the late game, was actually the quickest game of the night. That Alcorn Prairie View game was about maybe less than 2 hours. I think right around 2.
Somebody said that you had a dinner appointment, nice, steak and potatoes and lobster. So you put in a call.
A dinner appointment or appointment with Z's?
Well, I mean, now that may have been your dream with dinner and lobster. You see what I'm saying?
No time for that, right? No time for that one, James Barrett.
But that could have been your dream.
Yeah, no.
That was your appointment with Z's for dinner while you sleep.
We'll talk about the dreams later.
And now a free pass for Justin Cooper.
That's the second walk he's been issued. So he's been on base 3 times. I mean, Texas Southern, you could just tell they're in control of this game. Right now for these guys at the plate, this is their 3rd at bat. Bruton hasn't batted yet, and he's the number 9 hitter for A&M, so it shows you how they batted around.
And that one a call strike as Claiborne pulls back his bunt attempt.
There's 2 outs, so he was just trying to throw A&M off there. He wants to keep the inning alive. It's 7-1 TSU.
Good stop there by Bruton, gets it over to Breckenmeyer, and they finally do get out of the inning, but not before 1 run scores. We had 1 walk, 1 strikeout, and we had 1 person left on, and after 2.5, 7-1 is your score right here on the SWAC Digital Network. Stay tuned.
Who is USAA made for? It's made for this guy, a veteran who honorably served. And it's made for her. She's serving now. We made it for all branches and all ranks, whether they served 1 tour or made a career of it. We also made USAA for military spouses and their kids. USAA is easy to work with and can save you money on auto, home, and renter's insurance. Become a member today. Call us for a quote. USAA. What you're made of, we're made for.
We are the SWAC. Our heritage lifts us to great heights because my history is forged by trailblazers. That motivates me today to focus on my future. We are the SWAC. We are the new trailblazers. And this is my heritage.
Your mom's been hosting a lot since she got that phone at Crickett's mega sale.
Every day.
Here's a comment. We stan.
Oh, Mom. You're the cool mom.
The more phone, more fun mega sale.
Mega!
And welcome back to live action. So we go now to the bottom half of the 3rd inning. 7-1 is your score. The Tigers trying to make their bid to stay around for 1 more day. The Bulldogs have to work their way out of a hole.
Yeah, this is a big inning for Alabama A&M. I mean, they got to come right back. I mean, Texas Southern has scored in every inning in this game. And you just want to at least stay in contact if you can. A couple of runs and a good way to get it started.
And gets it right past Garza. Good throw there by Claiborne. Tried to get Pierre Bruton at first base, but just a tad bit late. Infield single for Bruton.
When's the last time you saw a baseball player get thrown out at first from the outfield?
Very, very rare that you see that, my friend.
It's got to be hard and sharply hit, and the outfield has to be played, especially in right field, has to be played shallow. And that's what happened right there. But the good speed by Bruton is the reason why he was able to get in there.
Birkenmeyer, the top of the order for Alabama A&M, and this one a slapper, and it gets through for a second base hit. And Claiborne throwing a bullet over to third base, and DeLeon couldn't even hold it. Pitcher had to back him up to pick it up.
Well, A&M, he just pulled it in the hole and right. All right, this is the second time James Verrett in 3 innings, the leadoff man for A&M, has gotten on base. So A&M's definitely had the chances.
Take one more look. Look at this shot. Boop, boop. Oh, went through my legs.
So A&M, if they get these 2 in, they'll be right there. First and second, nobody out.
And this one fouled off by Jalen Ford. Ford looking for his first hit of the day.
That's what A&M's thinking. James Verrett just trying to move the runners along. Elliott Jones in his first season, trying to figure this tournament thing out. I saw he has a nice picture. Roger Cador, the head coach of Southern University, he was up here in the box. He posted a picture on social media with Coop as well as Elliott Jones. A lot of tradition there with those 3. Nice picture that Roger Cador put out there.
And this one is a pass ball, but it stays in front of Goudreau. Hit the ground, went past him, and just bounced all over the place.
Catcher couldn't find it initially.
Bounces up and actually touches the batter, but smart move by the batter, staying in the box. It's one of those funny plays where even the coach will come out there and say something. You take another look at it. It goes past the plate and then boop, and it touched him. But remember, it went past the plate, touched the catcher, and then touched him.
Yes.
So it wasn't a hit by pitch. But I will remember some days that Roger Cador would rattle a young umpire and say, "Oh, it touched him," just to see, if he could rattle the cage of a young umpire. And that one is a base hit. 1 run will score, 2 run will score for the Dogs, and Jalen Ford is out at second. Great throw once again by Claiborne.
But he got the job done in scoring 2. Birkmeyer and Bruton scored.
Now, he should have known. He saw the arm of Claiborne, but he still tested it, and he was out, yes. Not by a country mile, but at least by a city block.
Yeah, by about 3 steps. Well, the first base coach, as you see there, waved him on. Of course, that's where you got to lean on your first base coach to kind of see the depth of where that ball is. Texas Southern was very fortunate, and now we've got a conversation. I wonder what the conversation could be, or could this be a...
And that's just a rocket shot. One bounce.
Well, we got a conversation here. I'm trying to see what this is about. I mean, he's out at second, so I don't know if that's the play. Well, maybe it is.
Oh, that's an out. That's an out any way you cut it.
Yeah, but is that what they're talking about? Well, they're going to look at it nonetheless. I'm trying to see what the conversation's about here. Is it about that play at second only? Well, we've been told it is. I mean, this is easy. look at where the umpire is. I mean, he's right there.
But remember, you're dealing with Coach Michael Robertson. What is he trying to do? Take the momentum away.
Yeah, I mean, I get it, but it should be confirmed. It's tagged on the shoulder. Now, the question is, was the tag before the hand hit the bag?
Yes.
Yeah, that's pretty clear. Boy, the umpire in great position. Nice job by the umpire there at second base. He's in good position. I mean, he's looking right down the line, right there. I think this call might stand, but we'll see.
And our second base umpire, Shedrick Rogers. Our home plate umpire, Derek Harris. First base, Derek Everett. Second base, Shedrick Roberts. And third base, Randall Montgomery.
So that's Shedrick Rogers on the call. I mean, I'm just looking at the position.
And now the question is,
Oh,
was
okay.
the initial ball hit a fair ball or foul?
Okay, so we stand corrected. It's not about that play at second. It's whether or not that ball down the line was fair or foul. So we need hopefully we'll have a shot down the line, down the first base line. Okay, so the initial call is fair. So there has to be some evidence to overturn the call on the field, which is fair. Let's see what we got here. Okay, is there anything there that would make you believe that it's foul? Nope. There's nothing there on that replay. Again, in these situations when calls are being reviewed, you look at the initial call on the field, whatever it may be, out, safe, fair, foul. In this case, the initial call is a fair ball down the right field line, right? So it was called, as you can see right there, fair. First base umpire had to skip out of the way a little bit, but he had a good look at it. But what evidence do we see here that would indicate that it's foul? I don't know if there's anything there. Again, this happens sometimes, which you just don't have all the angles, and you got to go with what you got. And you got to stick with what the initial call is. You see, and we're seeing this, folks, and you're seeing this in real time as the replay booth is looking at it. As it's being rewinded back and forth, that's what they're looking at in the booth next to us. So you're seeing this real-time action, folks. And based on what we can see, doesn't look like there's anything there that's going to overturn it.
And looks like everything will stay as it was. The throw was an out. The ball was fair. The run score, now it's 7-3 in favor of the Bulldogs with Jamaica Bestero up to bat.
He struck out his last time up. Again, this is, and we talked with Andrew Roberts of the SWAC office last night. I mean, we didn't have replay a couple of years ago in New Orleans, so this is kind of a new deal. It's actually a good deal. I mean, you want to make sure you get these calls right. I mean, right down the line. Coaches are signaling, hey, they're signaling, tapping their head, like put the headset on, let's look at it. But it's not automatic that some of these calls get looked at.
High chopper. Cooper trying to make a play, but not in time. Single for Bastardo.
That was right up the middle. Finding the holes, Garza there it's short, but Cooper brings it to his left. That's just too deep in the hole, as they say, where you can make a play. But this is the first time we've had replay during the championship. We'll have it, of course, for the championship game, and we've seen a number of plays stand. We've seen some overturned. But nonetheless, you want to get it right. Have the ability to rewind it, and you're seeing it in real time. As you're watching it at the same time in the replay booth, they're looking at the exact same thing.
Good stop there by Williams, and he one-bounced it over to second base for the force.
He double clutch right there. I guess he wasn't in position, all right? Yeah, yep. He had to wait for the shortstop to get in position. He had plenty of time. So 1-6 was choice. 2 out, runner at first for Roop.
Roop. And that one fouled back.
Well, A&M halfway back in this game, James Verrett. And they were down 2-0. And 7-1, now it's 7-3. So A&M, the Texas Southern's out here to 8-6. But A&M's kind of sticking around here in the first third of this game.
1 run in the second, and now 2 runs in the bottom half of the third for the Dogs, and they're not going away quietly at all.
Oh, it's kind of the reflection of their coach, Elliott Jones.
And that one was a high ball, which made it easy for Bridges to get second base.
Well, I tell you what, A&M letting it all go. They're letting it fly. Hey, their season's on the line. You lose, this is it. And now you feel them kind of getting their legs under them a little bit. They get this run here, they're definitely in the game.
Wind blowing in out of left field. And this one, nice ground ball. DeLeon makes the throw, and they do get the final out, but not before we had 2 runs scored here in the bottom half of the third inning as we go to the top half of the fourth. Now 7-3 is your score in favor of Texas Southern. Can they extend their lead? We'll find out right after this break.
Who is USAA made for? It's made for this guy, a veteran who honorably served. And it's made for her. She's serving now. We made it for all branches and all ranks, whether they served 1 tour or made a career of it. We also made USAA for military spouses and their kids. USAA is easy to work with and can save you money on auto, home, and renter's insurance. Become a member today. Call us for a quote. USAA. What you're made of, we're made for.
Time to call a credit repair company to fix my credit. Hold the phone, man. You can do it yourself with Credit Versio. That's way too hard. Call the credit repair company. Most credit repair companies only work on 1 or 2 accounts at a time, making it slow and expensive. You won't figure that out for months. Ignore him. Credit Versio's brilliant software scans all 3 credit bureaus, finds the accounts that are hurting your score, and guides you through the entire process. Anyone can do it. Let's fast forward and see the results.
Wow, I fixed my own credit and saved hundreds.
You can do this. Visit creditversio.com.
We are the SWAC. Our heritage lifts us to great heights because my history is forged by trailblazers. That motivates me today to focus on my future. We are the SWAC. We are the new trailblazers. And this is my heritage.
Oscar Ponce up to bat for Texas Southern. So far today, 1 for 1 with 2 RBIs is Ponce. Swing and a miss by Ponce with a good pitch by Havermill. (7-3) is your score. Top half of the fourth inning. The Tigers have scored in every inning so far this game.
Well, A&M's bats are coming around, James Verrett. The question is, can they keep TSU off the bases? Ponce's sac fly and double, his RBI double, made it 5-0.
And he earns a walk.
Let's see, 1, 2, 3. All 4 innings, James Verrett. Texas Southern has had the leadoff man on. And in the previous 3 innings, what's happened? They've scored a run.
They definitely scored at least one.
So that's not a good sign. If you're A&M, you got to figure out a way to keep the leadoff man off base, which has not happened so far. And Garza singled, an RBI single, and grounded back to the pitcher. He's 1 for 2. Full day here on the SWAC Digital Network. Good games coming up. Up next, it'll be our second losers bracket game. The Braves of Alcorn lost 2-0 to Prairie View. Alcorn and Bama State, who lost to Southern University. Those 2 teams met 6 times during the regular season. James Verrett and Centauria Black will have that call of game 2, which is coming up next.
That one is fouled off. Hits in the club section.
Alabama State, a team that came in with the 3rd hottest team in the country, 11 in a row. They were stymied yesterday. There's a new word in the vocabulary, stymied. They just could not make it happen. As Gwenzy was terrific. I was getting a lot of talk on social media last night.
Base hit for Garza. And now runners at first and second. Nobody out.
Well, this is where you're pitching. Okay, already the starting pitcher for A&M, Peyton Baker, just lasted an inning. You're trying to keep TSU off the board. Your bats are coming around. Every time you get something going at the plate, you can't get any outs. So it's 7-3 right now, and 2 on, none out for Texas Southern. Sanchez giving himself up here. Sanchez hit by a pitch and an infield single. It made it 6-0.
There you go. I don't know if he wants to get hit again, though.
No, it was a painful day yesterday for him.
No doubt. Hall is right there, prepared to take that bunt on. You got runners on first and second, nobody out. 7-3 is your score here in the top half of the 4th inning. And that one is a ball high.
Well, this is obviously a sack situation. Count is 2-1. I wouldn't be surprised, maybe a delayed steal or double steal here.
Swing and a miss. Evens the count up at 2 apiece on Sanchez.
I doubt, now that I think about it, Sanchez has put the ball on the plate twice. Maybe a hit and run here.
2-2 pitch to Sanchez. And that one high to make it full at 3-2.
Albert Mills kind of struggled a little bit. The book closed on the starter, Peyton Baker. He's given up 3 runs. But then Mills giving up 4.
And a called strike 3. Sanchez thought he was going to get a free base, but now he goes in the dugout with a strikeout for Michael Hovermill.
I'd like to look at that one. Let's see where that one ends up.
Fielder number 4, Avery, Chapman.
3-2. Off the outer half. Nibble the outer half of the plate. And now just like that, A&M can get a double play and get out of this inning. Right now the momentum has been all Texas Southern. In the last inning, Bama State got a couple. And if they can get out of this inning unscathed and continue their momentum, and they're 1 pitch away from doing just that, James Verrett.
Avery Chapman trying to get at least one of those runs home with 1 out.
1 out in the inning.
Here in the top half of the 4th. Swing and a miss. And second strikeout for Hovermill.
Got ahead of myself there. I thought it was 2 outs. It's actually 1 out. Now it's 2 outs. So now 2 on, none out. Now 2 on, 2 out, James Verrett. And again, with Fadado at the plate, he's 1 for 2. A&M pitch away from getting out of this inning and continuing to build their momentum.
Now with a ball, and now advancing over to third base is Ponce.
Man, I just know Elliott Jones is just not happy with that. Okay, you walk, 2 on, none out. Okay, you get a couple of strikeouts, 2 on, 2 out. Then a wild pitch moves the runners along. That just takes a lot of steam out of the sails. Well, let's see if Havermill gets back on it, though, and he did. 1-1 the count. This is a big inning here, James. I mean, A&M's got a little bit of mojo going.
No doubt about it, and they're trying to stay around. First time since 2017 they've made the tournament, and they're trying to win their first game in the tournament since even before that.
Yeah, I mean, there was about a 2 or 3 year period in which Alabama A&M baseball was pretty respectable and would make it uncomfortable for you in the postseason.
This one is shot to center field and short, but right field, Malik Frey, he drops the ball. 1 run will score. And Frails had it, and then he didn't.
We'll let the video tell you. A&M should be in the dugout, high-fiving.
And the wind takes it. Once again, one-handed. What have I said yesterday? It's like Little League. What do you always tell them? Use how many hands?
Yeah.
And whoop. If he had another hand, it may have worked out. Fadado makes it over to second base. Now you've got Garza at third and Fadado at second.
You heard a fan say, catch the ball. I mean, that's all you got to do is catch it. I mean, yeah, the wind played tricks on, but you were right there, though. You were in position to make the catch. You just didn't. And those are the things right there, James Verrett, that just as a pitcher, you just wonder how they pitch through that. I mean, you should be in the dugout getting a sip of Gatorade, towel around your neck, cheering your team on. Let's go at the plate. Now you're still in the field. But that's baseball. You got to deal with that. You got to fight through it. You got to pitch through it. And that's what Havermill's trying to do right now.
Goudreau trying to keep this at bat alive for Texas Southern. Ford makes a nice pickup and throws it out to Hall, but not before 1 run scores for Texas Southern. Now the lead 8-3 off of an error, and we did leave 2 men left on, and we did have a couple of strikeouts. You're watching SWAC Baseball right here on the SWAC Digital Network.
Who is USAA made for? It's made for this guy, a veteran who honorably served. And it's made for her. She's serving now. We made it for all branches and all ranks, whether they served 1 tour or made a career of it. We also made USAA for military spouses and their kids. USAA is easy to work with and can save you money on auto, home, and renter's insurance. Become a member today. Call us for a quote. USAA. What you're made of, we're made for.
We are the SWAC. Our heritage lifts us to great heights because my history is forged by trailblazers. That motivates me today to focus on my future. We are the SWAC. We are the new trailblazers. And this is my heritage.
Your mom's been hosting a lot since she got that phone at Cricut's mega sale.
Every day.
Here's a comment. We stan.
Oh, Mom. You're the cool mom.
The more phone, more fun mega sale.
Mega!
And welcome back to Madison, Alabama. As we're looking at this fly ball, James Verrett, give us a tutorial in terms of what happened and what didn't happen there on this catch attempt.
So when you're coming in from right field, you've got a huge glove. Your natural motion of pumping your arms to make the play, when you get it in the upper side of that basket of the glove, it's going to shake loose because the top half of your glove is flimsy. That's why you've got to use two hands, because if it does shake out, you've got another hand there that can push the ball back into the basket and secure it. But when you are in that running motion, soon as the ball touches your glove, your arm is still moving forward, which makes it go loose.
That makes sense.
And that's coming from, a former outfielder.
Absolutely,
and the last thing you want to do is drop a fly ball, because as you can tell on the replay, the second baseman, as soon as it hits the ground, you see his reaction like, oh, my gosh, I can't believe it.
What he's saying is that we can't get out of our own way.
And fly ball. DeLeon going over into foul territory to get out number one. And you see right there, he used two hands. And I'm just saying, come on. He has a smaller glove. He's an infielder, but the same principle applies. You've got to secure the ball. One hand is nice and provocative, but it's not prudent. And right now, in an elimination phase of this tournament, you've got to be prudent.
So just catch it with two hands to be safe.
Well, all I can tell you is I know going into that dugout, they had a couple of people said, just catch the ball.
Yeah. That's. I'm sure Elliott Jones said that, and young coach, even one of the A&M fans said, catch the ball, and that cost him a run.
This one, a slow dribbler over to DeLeon, and he throws it, and Ponce can't hold on to it because it took a real funny bounce, and Brock Bishop is on at first base.
Let's see how they're going to rule this. All right, feels it cleanly. He throws it across. Scoop. Error.
They're going to call it an error.
Yeah. Yep. If he makes a clean throw, he gets Mitchell.
Yes. That's
two
on
steps.
That's on the throw.
Well, A&M getting opportunities here. Hall fly to right his last time up.
Now, I hate to say it, on that fly ball that we were talking about earlier, when I was playing, your coach would just get all over you, yell and scream. But I think today you've got to be very technical when you explain it to a young person, because and we got hit by a pitch. And going to first base is Dylan Hall. Now we've got runners at first and second. Some of the players break down. They can't really handle an intense critique. So you've got to let them know, this is your job. This is what we need you to do. Did you do what we asked you to do?
And Elliott Jones, he's passionate coach, and he talked about that high energy. He worked at Grambling, was an assistant under James Cooper, and James Cooper told me the other day, he said, hey, when Elliott Jones was at Grambling, I had to pull him aside a couple of times and say, hey, it's okay. Calm down a little bit. It's all right. We're going to relax. As Aaron Rodgers says, relax. We're going to be just fine. But, you see a lot of young coaches, first coaching gig, they want to. And Elliott Jones said the other day, he said he wants to be transparent. Hey, what's going on? I'm going to tell you what's going on. You let me know what's going on. And you like that fire and brimstone coming from a coach. And you see a lot of coaches that are like that, and it pays off most of the time. And you want to see that same energy on the field. At practice the other day, there was no stone left unturned. He was at the batting cage. He was in the field. He was on the bases. He was watching every aspect of that 1 hour practice on Tuesday, and he learned that from Coop, just the attention to detail.
A unique point when you're coming about how young players or players in general want to be coached. One thing that I learned in my time in the NBA, which was a trend, coaches would ask the players, how do you want me to coach you today? Do you want me to coach you hard? Or you don't want me to coach you hard? And they would say, look, just tell me the truth. Some guys may have had a long night last night. Hey, coach, you know what I'm saying? I don't need to hear that today, coach. Yeah. Okay, go over there, go shoot some free throws, some layups, work on your game. But some guys will say, yeah, coach, I need you to coach me hard. I need that. Yeah. And I think that relationship is going to be the foundation of coaching going forward, because today, here we go. Nice one going over to Garza, and he's able to get the out for out number 2. Today, I think a lot of young people are not just going to sit back and take whatever you dish because they're happy to be there. I think now they realize they have more rights, and they're going to utilize those rights.
Yeah, you read the stories all the time about, and I think to me it seems like if the relationship is developed from the beginning, then it makes it easier going forward. And I know the pressure to compete, the pressure to win at the next level, or even at this level. I mean, there's, Texas Southern's a championship ball club. They've won a championship. You have a program in A&M, a few years ago, they were kind of on the cusp of being in the middle of the Eastern Division. Elliott Jones was trying to build it back and just, put his stamp on the program, a young coach in the early part of his tenure, so players know what to expect. And I think that's the whole thing. You don't want to be one way one day and another way another day.
But one thing that makes baseball, particularly as you matriculate through the professional ranks, is the fact that when you're playing single A, double A ball, triple A ball, a lot of times it's not about wins and losses, it's about development. So you're rah-rah, and they're just marking down what you do. And third out, put out by Williams. And score stays 8-3. You're watching SWAC Baseball right here on the SWAC Digital Network.
Your mom's been posting a lot since she got that phone at Crickett's mega sale.
Every day.
Here's a comment. We stan.
Oh, Mom, you have a cool mom.
The more phone, more fun mega sale.
Mega!
Your mom's been posting a lot since she got that phone at Crickett's mega sale.
Every day.
Here's a comment. We stan.
Oh, Mom, you have a cool mom.
The more phone, more fun mega sale.
Mega!
We are the SWAC. Our heritage lifts us to great heights because my history is forged by trailblazers. That motivates me today to focus on my future. We are the SWAC. We are the new trailblazers. And this is my heritage.
Time to call a credit repair company to fix my credit. Hold the phone, man. You can do it yourself with Credit Versio. That's way too hard. Call the credit repair company. Most credit repair companies only work on 1 or 2 accounts at a time, making it slow and expensive. You won't figure that out for months. Ignore him. Credit Versio's brilliant software scans all 3 credit bureaus, finds the accounts that are hurting your score, and guides you through the entire process. Anyone can do it. Let's fast forward and see the results.
Wow, I fixed my own credit and saved hundreds.
You can do this. Visit creditversio.com.
Texas Southern now, after holding off Alabama A&M, keeping them scoreless in the bottom half of the 4th, top of the 5th, seeing if they can add some insurance runs as they have an 8-3 lead here in the elimination game in the 2021 Cricket Wireless SWAC tournament. And that one goes high. Wynn is going to carry it. And Bastardo right there to get the first out.
Parker De Leon, 1 of 3 with that fly out. Top of the lineup, Cooper and Claiborne.
Cooper and Claiborne.
Cooper on base 3 times, 2 walks and a double.
And that's a foul off of his body, and he is called out.
All right,
and now Michael Robinson is going to come out, and he said that the ball bounced and hit him, and now they're saying that he was in the box.
Mike Robb touching his head like, put the headsets on, let's look at it. But before they go to the replay, they're going to talk about it first. Let's see.
That's not the one that we were looking at. That's from the last inning.
It's a good job by the umps on this process. They talk it over first before they actually go to the replay. It's hard to tell from that angle, I think.
Oh, yeah, I do.
So it looks like it bounced off of him. Now, the key is, was he in the box or was he out of the box?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I think that's a foul ball. Again, you're watching this in real time as the replay booth is looking at it. So as you see it, they're winding it back. The replay booth is looking at the same thing we're looking at, and you're looking at it home.
All right, I got it. Oh, my bad.
All right, so they are going to look at it. Let's see here. Well, I guess the question is.
Looked like it hit the bat twice. Does it look the same way to you? It looked like it hit the ground, it bounced up, and then it hit his bat again.
It's hard to tell there. Got a couple of angles out. There's the one. Boom.
Hits the base, and it looks like it hits the bat again.
The question is it foul? I mean, if it was a fair ball that hit him, he's out for sure. Maybe that's what the home plate umpire is saying.
All right, it hits the base.
Hit the bat twice.
It hit the bat twice.
He's out.
And he is out.
Mike Robb won that one.
And it hit the bat twice.
Well, one thing we can say, coaches are paying attention.
No doubt about it. No doubt about it.
I mean.
Nobody's sleeping in the dugout.
No, that is for sure.
And another bunt, and this one is an out, and they get out of the inning 1, 2, 3. After review, that second out was called, and Michael Hovermill does it on his own for the third one as we go to the bottom half of the fifth inning. And with a little replay help, Alabama A&M gets back in the dugout, and they'll go to bat right after this.
Who is USAA made for? It's made for this guy, a veteran who honorably served. And it's made for her. She's serving now. We made it for all branches and all ranks, whether they served one tour or made a career of it. We also made USAA for military spouses and their kids. USAA is easy to work with and can save you money on auto, home, and renter's insurance. Become a member today. Call us for a quote. USAA. What you're made of, we're made for. Who is USAA made for? It's made for this guy, a veteran who honorably served. And it's made for her. She's serving now. We made it for all branches and all ranks, whether they served one tour or made a career of it. We also made USAA for military spouses and their kids. USAA is easy to work with and can save you money on auto, home, and renter's insurance. Become a member today. Call us for a quote. USAA. What you're made of, we're made for.
We are the SWAC. Our heritage lifts us to great heights because my history is forged by trailblazers. That motivates me today to focus on my future. We are the SWAC. We are the new trailblazers. And this is my heritage.
Welcome back. Now we are in the bottom half of the fifth inning. 8-3 is your score in favor of Texas Southern. That one is fouled back by Jalen Ford. Ford looking for his first hit of the day. He was 1 for 4 yesterday. And for Texas Southern and Alabama A&M, this is an elimination game. Winner moves on. Loser, their season is over. Pitcher Brian Williams has gone the distance so far with 54 pitches, 1 strikeout, 5 hits, 2 earned runs. That one fouled off to make the count even at 2 apiece. Beautiful day for baseball. Wind blowing in right off the Smoky Mountains. Swing and a miss and a strikeout for Brian Williams, his second of the day. Now be up to number 21, Jamaica Bestero. Try to get things started for the Bulldogs.
We got some clarification, James, on that butt attempt.
And this one is a base hit for Bestero.
He's 2 for 3. That particular play is not reviewable. So the call on the field stands. That's one of those, Mr. Fagan, the director of umpires up here, checking out all the replays. Of course, they're watching in real time just like you are at home. That's there's a handful of plays that aren't reviewable, and that's one of them.
But they still, because the review was called, they still reviewed it and looked through it. And then they made the assessment that it was a non-reviewable play. So what the people were watching at home was the real-time review still.
So the real time of what you saw in real time, even though it wasn't reviewable, they did look at it. Again, we are working through instant replay. First time that we've had that, and when we talk with Andrew Roberts, Director of Media Communications for the SWAC about it, it's a good thing. I mean, you're going to see it in the regionals. You know, the way they do it, they look at it, they talk it over, and then they go to the headset.
Throw down, not in time, and a steal for Bestero.
Well, A&M still being aggressive. James Verrett, I mean, they're hanging around. It's 8-3. You're approaching the midway point of the game.
They've got to be aggressive because they're down by 5 runs, and they don't want their season to end right here.
Playing in their own backyard.
Fly ball. Fadado coming in, but being called off, and good catch by Claiborne. That wind is swirling out there.
He almost overran it.
The catcher number 25, Jalen Ford.
Take another look. It looks like it starts off in center field, and then Claiborne, as you said, he looked like he overran it. And he smartly makes the play.
We've had a tricky wind here the first couple of days.
No doubt about it. On his tippy toes. And now Dylan Root trying to keep things alive with 2 out. Down 5 runs here in the bottom half of the 5th.
What A&M's got to do is keep TSU off the scoreboard. I mean, they seem to be finding their rhythm a little bit at the plate. This is what the highest scoring game that we've had so far in the tournament.
By 1 run.
By 1 run so far, and we're midway through.
Now one high.
What people talk about when it comes to SWAC baseball, as you get deeper in it, you get deeper into these pitching staffs, the scores go up.
No doubt about it.
I don't know if you're starting to see that here in game 1, day 2.
Now one on the outside for a ball. Evens the count at 2 apiece.
If A&M gets this run in, you know, they're still sending a message. They're sticking around here. Don't forget Alcorn and Bama State coming up next.
This one is shot over to left field, but Chapman right there to get the out. And they leave one man on. There was one strikeout as we go to the top half of the 6th inning. 5-run lead for the Tigers of Texas Southern. Alabama A&M trying to find a way to get back in this one right here on the SWAC Digital Network.
I'm really not looking forward to calling this credit repair company.
Fresh meat for the monthly fee grinder.
Whoa, check this out. With Credit Versio, you can do everything yourself without having to call someone, and it's easy and fast. Sweet. Credit Versio scans all 3 credit bureaus, finds the accounts hurting your credit, and creates powerful dispute letters. This is way faster and cheaper than paying a credit repair company. That was easy. I can do this.
We are the SWAC. Our heritage lifts us to great heights because my history is forged by trailblazers. That motivates me today to focus on my future. We are the SWAC. We are the new trailblazers. And this is my heritage.
Who is USAA made for? It's made for this guy, a veteran who honorably served. And it's made for her. She's serving now. We made it for all branches and all ranks, whether they served one tour or made a career of it. We also made USAA for military spouses and their kids. USAA is easy to work with and can save you money on auto, home, and renter's insurance. Become a member today. Call us for a quote. USAA. What you're made of, we're made for.
Welcome back to live coverage of Day 2 of the 2021 Cricket Wireless SWAC Baseball Tournament. And that one goes out of play.
Yeah, we're talking about calls and no calls and controversial calls. I was talking with Mr. Fagan.
And a base hit by Oscar Ponce, and he's going to try to go for 2. Throw coming in, not in time. A double for Oscar Ponce.
Third baseman didn't get down on it. You get down, that doesn't happen. As we look at it again. I mean, I think they went right between the wickets, as they say.
Cricket between the wickets.
Yeah, I mean, you just got to get down on the ball, hit right to you.
And Coolin the Gang said that. Get down on it, dun, 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 and he didn't.
No. I mean, those are the plays that just drives Elliott Jones crazy. I mean, it should be 1 out, bases empty. I mean, that's the second. I mean, you can just put a circle around some of these plays.
And another base hit for Texas Southern, and Ponce is going to come around and score from second base, and Garza gets an RBI.
That's double and an RBI single. Garza's got a couple RBIs, and just like that, Texas Southern adds to their advantage.
Nobody out. Runner on first.
It's 9-3. I mean, the last 2 runs that Texas Southern has scored has just been a byproduct of A&M not making plays.
Trying to get Garza at first, but unable to do so.
So instead of 9-3, Elliott Jones could look at it like, look, we should just be 7-3. We're still hanging. But not the case. Got to make the plays. Drop fly ball in right.
And another shot to left field, another base hit for Texas Southern. And Sanchez is at first and moving Garza to second. Another single.
The left fielder, number 4, Avery, Chapman.
And now timeout called by Root. Going to talk to his pitcher.
Well, yeah, we're talking about calls. Did the HBCU World Series over in Montgomery a few weeks back, and I saw a call. Looks like that's Jason Morano, the freshman pitcher. Talking to. I saw a call, a A bang-bang play at third. Third base umpire out of position. None of the umpires were in position. And there was no call made at third. Umpires huddled up. They called him out.
But nobody was there.
Nobody was there.
Wow.
I mean, it was.
You call them out, nobody was there.
Nobody was. I mean, you huddle up. You huddle up. I mean, since no one was in position to make the call at third, you just.
Oh, man, hit by a pitch inside. Morano, the freshman, threw a wild pitch, and I know that umpire just said a quick word to him. And I remember, in my days, Roger would always go out and talk to the pitcher when he had a pitch like that, when it got wild and away from him, just to calm him down. And just also to let the other team know that, hey, I recognize this, and I don't want it to make it appear like we're trying to hit you.
Right. I mean, it's a calming influence for sure.
And it looks like we may have a pitching change, which will be our fourth pitcher of the day for the Bulldogs. We've already seen Peyton Baker, and then Michael Hovermill, and now Jason Morano. And now here comes another one. We're going to take a break. When we come back, we'll let you know who the new pitcher is for the Bulldogs right here on the SWAC Digital Network.
We are the SWAC. Our heritage lifts us to great heights because my history is forged by trailblazers. That motivates me today to focus on my future. We are the SWAC. We are the new trailblazers. And this is my heritage.
Who is USAA made for? It's made for this guy, a veteran who honorably served. And it's made for her. She's serving now. We made it for all branches and all ranks, whether they served one tour or made a career of it. We also made USAA for military spouses and their kids. USAA is easy to work with and can save you money on auto, home, and renters insurance. Become a member today. Call us for a quote. USAA. What you're made of, we're made for.
Your mom's been hosting a lot since she got that phone at Crickett's mega sale.
Every day.
Here's a comment. We stan.
Oh, Mom. You're the cool mom.
The more phone, more fun mega sale.
Mega!
And our new pitcher for Alabama A&M is Logan Smith. And he is a sophomore out of Greentown, Indiana.
And you talk about how many arms, James Barrett, that they have. I mean, it's getting thin for sure.
And he's only had about 9 appearances.
Yep, earned run average of 16 and change into 16 innings pitched. You look down in that dugout, just a couple more arms left down in the bullpen.
And this one is foul.
Texas Southern with a 9-3 lead again. They have scored in every inning except one.
One pitch coming from Logan Smith.
This is the bottom of the lineup. Fadado reached on an air, stole the base, doubled, and flied to left. Number 7 man in the lineup. The bottom of the lineup's been on base 5 times.
And this one is a fair ball. Garza will score. Sanchez will score. And standing at second base is Fadado.
Texas Southern in double figures, up 11-3. It's hit right down the line. I mean, TSU getting to this A&M pitching, and this is the danger right here for Coach Jones.
Now we've got runners still at second and third. Nobody out.
And 3 runs in for Texas Southern. Godot 1 for 2 was hit by a pitch. You can tell from the jump, James Verrett, that Texas Southern, had it going offensively.
Mm-hmm.
They had Jackson State yesterday on the ropes. Jackson State timely hitting power. They'll get another crack at them if Jackson loses to Grambling. Texas Southern, if they win this game, they'll play the loser of Jackson and Grambling. That'll be a good one later on here on the SWAC Digital Network. Don't sell James Cooper short. His team always battles and grinds.
And this one, sky high, wind blowing in. Bastardo will have to work his way in and gets the first out of the inning. And could have had him, but he drops the ball, Dylan Roop, which moves Fadado over to third base. And he slides back in to make sure that he scored.
Yeah, he didn't think, he thought he might have missed the bag. Let's see it. They're going to might be taking a look at it here.
Avery Chapman at third base. Sky high. He walks back, so he is right there at the base. Catch is made. Here comes the throw. High. Does not have the ball.
I don't think he tagged the base. I don't think he got there.
Well, he did go back and touch it. And he did not go into the dugout.
Yeah, he didn't go back into the dugout. He did get back to, he had to scramble and get back to the, I think he knew he had missed the bag or didn't get there. I don't know. I think we're going to get another angle at it here. Again, you're looking at it just as the replay officials next door to us are looking at it.
Good catch. The throw.
It's hard to tell there.
That's a ball of dust right there.
Let's see if we get it here.
He checks it.
Tag up.
Waits.
Yep, he did. He tagged up. Took off. And let's see, did he get to the bag?
Yeah, it looks like he may have touched it slightly.
He touched, I think he touched, but I'm not official.
He's not, I don't know. I'm going to say with my 6 eyes, I'm not sure.
Wow, 6.
Yeah, maybe underselling it. Maybe need more than that.
Good catch by Bastardo, and then the throw.
There might not be anything there.
And he doesn't have the ball. Now, that may be also the point of contention. He doesn't have the ball. So once he does not have the ball and he reaches out, he's obstructing.
Yeah, I think he's safe.
Yeah, I think he's safe.
Tell you what, if they don't say he's safe, he sure got tagged in a minute.
Yeah, I think from the angles that we saw, initially he did not touch the bag. And I think Chapman realized that he didn't. And then it was just a scramble to get to the bag. He just wanted to make sure he did his part and get to home plate. And he can't tell there, can't tell there. I got 3 angles looking at it.
But remember, the catcher is giving the instance as if he has the ball.
Yeah.
He does not have the ball.
doesn't
So
have it.
when you don't have the ball and you're reaching out and trying to tag him, you're obstructing him from the base. So he gets home base because you don't have the ball.
That's true. That's
So he
right.
gets home plate.
And he didn't have the ball.
He did not have the ball. It looks like his hand touches the base right there, but even if he does not touch the base,
Catcher didn't have the ball.
the catcher did not have the ball and made an attempt to tag him without the ball.
And you see the ball right there.
Right. So he obstructed. So with the obstruction, he should be able to get home plate. Just my opinion.
They're looking at it. Got to make a decision. Up now they have. I think he's going to be safe. We think he's going to point. Yep.
And safe.
Yeah, good job, James Verrett. Good job.
Thank you. Oh my goodness, I get a good job from Charles. I'm so ecstatic.
Yeah, I mean it was obvious. Obviously, the catcher did not have the ball.
He did not have the ball. Once he did not have the ball, all of his movements at that point was stopping the runner from getting to the base.
And I guess Chapman did the extra just in case. He wanted to at least say that I got to home plate. I went around it, behind it, I got there. And he did his part, but it really didn't matter at that point because the catcher didn't have the ball. So Texas Southern with a 12-3 lead here. De Leon 1 for 3 as he stands in. Well, TSU has batted around, scored in every inning. They've got 4 in this 6th.
And a swing and a miss. Strikeout for Smith.
2 out in the inning.
Now we're on the outside for ball 1. So now 13 hits, 12 runs for Texas Southern. Can they add on one more?
Well, if you're Mike Robb, if you do get this run, remember there's a 10-run rule through 7 innings. So if in fact they do get this run in, and we are just in the 6th, Texas Southern would be in a really good position. I think if you're Alabama A&M, you just got to be kicking yourself. I mean, you were kind of halfway in the game, not making those routine plays has hurt them. It's given Texas Southern extra at-bats.
True, and those routine plays in a high, intense situation like this in an elimination game makes the level of anxiety even higher.
Yeah. And for a team that hasn't been to the tournament in a few years, it doesn't make it any easier, that's for sure.
And earning a walk is Cooper. Now runners on the corner.
Don't forget, next here on the SWAC Digital Network, our noon game, which is Alcorn State and Alabama State. That's our second elimination game. Then
should be like high drama in a noon soap opera.
2 teams know each other well in the Eastern Division. And then after that, 2 teams that know each other, Jackson State, Grambling at 3. And Southern Prairie View at 6.
I think the Jackson-Grambling game will be more like a soap opera than the Alcorn Alabama State. No knock against the Braves, but I just think that history there and the fact that Grambling can officially say, yes, we did beat Jackson State during the regular season. I think that both coaches will have some interesting pregame speeches.
Something tells me it's going to be a lot of runs scored in that game. I might be wrong, but that's going to be a good one to see. You get your popcorn and peanuts for that one.
No doubt about it.
And then Southern and Prairie View. I mean, that'll be an interesting matchup. I mean, the Jaguars kind of stumbling this season and kind of got it together late. Jaguars beat Bama State.
Breckenmeyer makes the catch and the throw, and they finally get out of the inning. And not before we get 4 runs by the Tigers. Their lead increases 12-3 as we go to the bottom half of the 6th inning. A lot of work to do for the Bulldogs right here on the SWAC Digital Network.
We are the SWAC. Our heritage lifts us to great heights because my history is forged by trailblazers. That motivates me today to focus on my future. We are the SWAC. We are the new trailblazers. And this is my heritage. We are the SWAC. Our heritage lifts us to great heights because my history is forged by trailblazers. That motivates me today to focus on my future. We are the SWAC. We are the new trailblazers. And this is my heritage.
Who is USAA made for? It's made for this guy, a veteran who honorably served. And it's made for her. She's serving now. We made it for all branches and all ranks, whether they served one tour or made a career of it. We also made USAA for military spouses and their kids. USAA is easy to work with and can save you money on auto, home, and renter's insurance. Become a member today. Call us for a quote. USAA. What you're made of, we're made for. Who is USAA made for? It's made for this guy, a veteran who honorably served. And it's made for her. She's serving now. We made it for all branches and all ranks, whether they served one tour or made a career of it. We also made USAA for military spouses and their kids. USAA is easy to work with and can save you money on auto, home, and renter's insurance. Become a member today. Call us for a quote. USAA. What you're made of, we're made for.
Your mom's been posting a lot since she got that phone at Cricket's mega sale.
Every day.
Here's a comment. We stan.
Oh, Mom, you have a cool mom.
The more phone, more fun mega sale.
Mega!
And welcome back to Live Action Swing and a Miss. Brian Williams still going the distance for Texas Southern. 69 pitches pitched, 2 strikeouts, 3 runs scored. Only giving up 6 hits. And now batting for Alabama A&M, Jalen Ford, senior out of Birmingham, Alabama, by way of Parker High School. And for this senior, his first time getting a chance to play in the tournament, and he sits down with a strikeout.
And didn't waste any time there. Just, Coach Elliott Jones. And here comes Mike Robb out. What could this visit be about? You got a 9-run lead. Mike Robb, the slow saunter to the mound.
So in your memory, who was the coach that had the slowest approach to the pitcher's mound?
Ooh, man, that's a good one.
And I'm going to give you a hint. He was a coach at Texas Southern.
Candy Robinson, the late Candy Robinson?
Candy Robinson, I will never forget at Lee Hines Field, we clocked him. It took him 2.5 minutes to get to the pitcher's mound.
Oh, man. He must have crawled.
No, he was just, he was just taking his time.
Oh, we got a pitching change coming up here.
And we'll take a break. When we come back, we'll see who the new pitcher will be for Texas Southern as they have a 12-3 lead here in the bottom half of the 6th inning right here on the SWAC Digital Network.
Your mom's been posting a lot since she got that phone at Cricket's mega sale.
Every day.
Here's a comment. We stan.
Oh, Mom, you have a cool mom.
The more phone, more fun mega sale.
Mega!
Your mom's been posting a lot since she got that phone at Cricut's mega sale.
Every day.
Here's a comment. We stan.
Oh, Mom. You're the cool mom.
The more phone, more fun mega sale.
Mega.
We are the SWAC. Our heritage lifts us to great heights because my history is forged by trailblazers. That motivates me today to focus on my future. We are the SWAC. We are the new trailblazers. And this is my heritage.
Time to call a credit repair company to fix my credit. Hold the phone, man. You can do it yourself with Credit Versio. That's way too hard. Call the credit repair company. Most credit repair companies only work on 1 or 2 accounts at a time, making it slow and expensive. You won't figure that out for months. Ignore him. Credit Versio's brilliant software scans all 3 credit bureaus, finds the accounts that are hurting your score, and guides you through the entire process. Anyone can do it. Let's fast forward and see the results.
Wow, I fixed my own credit and saved hundreds.
You can do this.
Your mom's been posting a lot since she got that phone at Cricut's mega sale.
Every day.
Here's a comment. We stan.
Oh, Mom. You're the cool mom.
The more phone, more fun mega sale.
Mega.
And our new pitcher, relieving Brian Williams, is Derringer, Adam Derringer from Cincinnati. What does his numbers look like?
12 appearances during the regular season. 2 saves on the season, 2 starts on the year. For Derringer, 20 innings pitched, 16 strikeouts, 18 walks.
And he likes to go fast, evidently. And Brock Mitchell, his first batter.
He's reached on an error and grounded out.
When I say he's moving fast, he takes no time.
I think Mike Robb wants this game to speed up too.
Now, also, you got to be careful with a guy that likes to go fast. If they do get someone on, he may be prone to balk because he does not have a long pause in his windup.
No, and then if you're a batter, you just want to sometimes just step out.
And now we'll see, because it is a walk for Mitchell. Brock is on first base. And now coming up is Dylan Hall.
Hall fly to right and was hit by a pitch again.
He just keeps getting hit.
Mike Robb looking at his dugout like this is not what he expects. You got a 9-run lead and you're hitting guys. It's just not. I think they're going to get the bullpen busy again. Yep.
Let's see if that hit by pitch will finally calm down Adam Derringer. And that one hits DeLeon. He gets one and not the other, but they do get the lead runner.
5-3 fielder's choice.
And that is out number 2.
Shortstop number 16, Trevor Burkmeyer.
It was bobbled. He got the sure out at 1. And may have had a 5-3 double play if he fields it cleanly.
Birkenmeyer to bat for the Dogs.
He's 2 for 3. Well, yeah, there's a reason why, pitchers or coaches, I should say, it depends if their bullpen is busy, that slow walk from the dugout to the mound to buy your pitcher some extra time.
No doubt about it. And Candy mastered it. I mean, he mastered it.
The former coach of Bama State, Merville Melendez, he had a quick, brisk walk from the dugout.
And I think what made Candy so special was he would always find himself in the furthest part of the dugout and walk from there.
Mm-hmm. I think that walk, the speed of it is more to buy your bullpen some time, whether to get ready or get warmed up, continue to get warmed up. There's a method to that.
And we have a walk. Now bases are loaded.
Well, I mean, you got a 9-run lead. You want to try to use as few arms as possible. You got enough runs. Ford stands in. 0 for 2. Couple of warming up in the bullpen for Mike Robb's team. If Texas Southern wins this game, they eliminate A&M, and they'll come back and play the loser of Grambling Jackson State. Both teams won yesterday.
That's called a ball. Even the count at 1 apiece.
When you're in that 9-3 bracket and you play at 9, it's 3 straight days you're playing at 9 o'clock. There's a good and a bad side to it. Obviously, you're the first game.
Mm-hmm.
You get it over with, you got the rest of the day. But then on the backside of it, you got to get up so early. That's tough.
And that one is foul, and it curls foul.
I've asked coaches, which bracket, and I guess it doesn't matter because you're in the tournament. You got to deal with it regardless. But you're in that 9-3 bracket. You're in that 12-6 bracket. Which is the toughest in terms of time? I mean, the obvious answer probably would be that 9-3 when you're playing at 9 in the morning.
Count even at 2 apiece, 2 out. Jalen Ford batting. Bases loaded.
And we've had 2 walks and a batter hit. How often, James Verrett, do innings get started with either a walk or a batter hit? 95% of the time.
Mm-hmm. That one foul.
That ball landed into one of the open doors in the suite area.
Wow.
There's a door that was open there in the suite area. The ball landed right inside the open door.
So somebody got an extra gift in their suite.
Yeah, somebody got a souvenir baseball to put on the mantle. Or somebody said something got knocked over, maybe a hamburger or something.
High and out of play. Count is full, 3-2. Bases are loaded. Brock Mitchell standing at third, eager to cross home plate to score. That one fouled out. And if you notice, when Brock is running, he is most likely going as wide as I've seen anybody go from third to home. It's like, like he's going on an on-ramp on the interstate, high, and then like he's going to curve in.
Like he's taking a detour.
Yeah. And ball 4, and Brock will come home to score.
Bases loaded walk. 12-4. Bases remain loaded. Bastardo 2 for 3, caught stealing. He's trying to keep the merry-go-round going.
And that pitch inside. First pitch fouled off by Bastardo. 1 run has scored for the Dogs off of a bases-loaded walk. And now Derringer trying to get himself out of this jam and get out with just 1 run.
There has not been a hit in this inning.
And this one is high. Ponce coming over, and it lands right on the top of the dugout. Foul.
This inning started out with a walk, then a batter hit, then a fielder's choice, then 2 more walks.
And somebody was on their phone like, oh, excuse me. There's a ball in my way while I'm on the phone. This one a shot, and it's going to drop. 1 run will score. 2 runs will score. A 2-run RBI single for Bestero. 2 RBIs there.
A&M's not going away, are they?
No, they're not.
But Texas Southern has served this inning up to them. It's the first base hit in the inning. 3 runs on 1 hit. 3 walks, a batter hit. And it's 12-6, and they got a runners at first and second, so they have a chance to get another run here. Bridges hitting a fielder's choice, stole a base, fly to short, fly to right.
Called strike on the outside to Bridges.
Pretty day here in Madison. No weather issues this weekend. It'll be warm, though.
And another called strike on the outside. Bridges now is going to have to fight to keep this at bat alive and keep the Bulldogs batting.
A&M has 6 runs on 6 hits.
And this one looks like it may have found a hole, and it has. Cooper just let it go underneath his glove. Throw at home plate. Not in time. Runner is safe. And the inning continues with Jalen Ford scoring from second base.
Well, things just got interesting now.
Here's the catcher, number 25.
Get down on it.
Good move there by Ford, able to move that hand back and allow his right hand to touch the base. You take another look at it. He slides in and quickly moves that hand back, and then he's in safe. DeLeon. Finally, the inning comes to an end, but not before a 4-run score off of 2 hits.
2. Well, yeah, 1. I have 2 hits. I guess they gave. That was an error. So, yes, 1 hit on that last at bat by Bridges.
Who is USAA made for? It's made for this guy, a veteran who honorably served. And it's made for her. She's serving now. We made it for all branches and all ranks, whether they served 1 tour or made a career of it. We also made USAA for military spouses and their kids. USAA is easy to work with and can save you money on auto, home, and renters insurance. Become a member today. Call us for a quote. USAA. What you're made of, we're made for.
We are the SWAC. Our heritage lifts us to great heights because my history is forged by trailblazers. That motivates me today to focus on my future. We are the SWAC. We are the new trailblazers. And this is my heritage.
Your mom's been posting a lot since she got that phone at Crickett's mega sale.
Every day.
Here's a comment. We stan.
Oh, Mom, you're the cool mom.
The more phone, more fun mega sale.
Mega!
Your mom's been posting a lot since she got that phone at Crickett's mega sale.
Every day.
Here's a comment. We stan.
Oh, Mom, you're the cool mom.
The more phone, more fun mega sale.
Mega!
And welcome back to live action. What we thought was a formality, that Alabama A&M was just going to try to get this game over with. They have not conceded, actually scored 4 runs in the bottom half of the 6th inning. And now it's 12-7 in favor of the Tigers. And now it's up to the Tigers to re-extend that lead. And this one was a high ball, but Frail's right there to get the out.
That's the win.
And we've already seen Frail's drop one, and this one high, and he just misjudged it.
What's going on with these misjudged fly balls here?
That wind is definitely kicking. And that was number 20, Carlos Moss, who has taken the place of Frails.
Nick Garza, 3 for 4. As he stands in, he's got a couple of RBIs. 3 hits, grounded back to the pitcher. Well, things have gotten interesting again.
No doubt about
Just
it.
when it looked like Texas Southern twice has tried to pull away, but A&M says not so fast, my friend. We're sticking around here. Why not? I mean, this team, a reflection of their first year coach Elliott Jones, took over late last season. And
foul ball.
He believes in fighting to the end, and that's what A&M has done in this game, fighting it. We're not at the end yet, but they just continue to grind, continue to battle, and they got 1 foot in the door right now. It's a 5-run game.
Full count. Here's the pitch. And a base hit by Garza. Now they've got something to work with a runner on first.
Garza's having a heck of a game. He's 4 for 5 with 2 runs batted in.
The DH number 21, Sanchez.
Juan Sanchez, he's been on base 3 times. So Texas Southern throughout the lineup, I mean, they got 14 hits, but they also have 3 errors.
No doubt.
That's hurt them. That's kept A&M in it. But what we've seen in this game, every time A&M makes a statement, Texas Southern makes a bigger statement.
That one fouled back. Goes over the netting. And as they say, you got to duck. Now one outside for a ball.
A&M just trying to figure out a way to get in the dugout.
And look at the fans. They're looking on.
Yeah, like, where is it? Where is the ball? We're behind that guy.
Looking for that souvenir.
And this one now goes over the stadium. As they say, a perfectly manicured field and a perfect small ballpark. You know, AA ballpark is just right. Not too big, not too small.
And we've been to, I've been to quite a few. Trustmart Park in Pearl, MGM Park in Biloxi.
That's one of the newer ones, yes.
That's really nice.
And good stop there by Ford, and gets the force at second base. Great job by Jalen Ford at the hot corner.
Let's see.
It's the left fielder number 4, Avery, Chapman.
Fair ball, trapped it, got the force out, the 5-4. Good job there. A&M playing hard, season on the line, as we talked about.
Bruton. And they get out. And for only the second time this game, Texas Southern goes scoreless in an inning. 12-7 is the score. We'll see if Alabama A&M can keep chipping away at the deficit right here on the SWAC Digital Network.
I'm really not looking forward to calling this credit repair company.
Fresh meat for the monthly fee grinder.
Whoa, check this out. With Credit Versio, you can do everything yourself without having to call someone, and it's easy and fast. Sweet. Credit Versio scans all 3 credit bureaus, finds the accounts hurting your credit, and creates powerful dispute letters. This is way faster and cheaper than paying a credit repair company. That was easy. I can do this.
We are the SWAC. Our heritage lifts us to great heights because my history is forged by trailblazers. That motivates me today to focus on my future. We are the SWAC. We are the new trailblazers. And this is my heritage.
Who is USAA made for? It's made for this guy, a veteran who honorably served. And it's made for her. She's serving now. We made it for all branches and all ranks, whether they served one tour or made a career of it. We also made USAA for military spouses and their kids. USAA is easy to work with and can save you money on auto, home, and renter's insurance. Become a member today. Call us for a quote. USAA. What you're made of, we're made for.
Your mom's been posting a lot since she got that phone at Cricut's mega sale.
Every day.
Here's a comment. We stan.
Oh, Mom, you're the cool mom.
The more phone, more fun mega sale.
Mega.
Your mom's been posting a lot since she got that phone at Cricut's mega sale.
Every day.
Here's a comment. We stan.
Oh, Mom, you're the cool mom.
The more phone, more fun mega sale.
Mega.
Your mom's been posting a lot since she got that phone at Cricut's mega sale.
Every day.
Here's a comment. We stan.
Oh, Mom, you're the cool mom.
The more phone, more fun mega sale.
Mega.
And welcome back. We've got a new pitcher and a new batter. Carlos Moss, who moved over to right field in place of Frails, is batting. And on the mound, A.J. Winger for Texas Southern.
I'm sure for Mike Robb, he didn't expect to use Winger. I mean, his team had a 9-run lead, and things have changed. Sidewinder.
And an easy play there.
A.J. Winger, 12 appearances during the season, 0-1 his mark with an ERA of 9, 13 innings pitched, 9 strikeouts, 14 walks, 13 earned runs on 12 hits.
That one fouled off, and we do have a new second baseman for Texas Southern, Tyler Williams. And Garza has moved over to third base.
So, excuse me, James. Mitchell's been on base a couple of times, walked in an error. A&M needs to get a couple of base runners on here to give themselves a chance in the last 8 outs.
And it looks like Parker DeLeon for Texas Southern is done for the day at third.
Mike Robb just trying to get some better defense. I mean, just didn't get down on that last ball at third. I mean, it's just, hey, you got to make plays here if you want to survive in advance. Texas Southern's made 3 errors, and I know Mike Robb's not happy about that.
Brock Mitchell with a shot over to right field and making the catch and flipping over. Great play for Tyrese Claiborne, and he gets the out. And when you say you leave it all on the field, he does that and then some.
Let's look at it and admire it.
1-2, can't stop, and with the flip, and he still holds on to the baseball. Great job by Claiborne.
We've had 2 or 3 plays here over the last day and a half, which have made the highlight reel, or should. And there's a great view. Great play.
And that one fouled off. 2 outs here.
Don't forget, next here will be Alcorn and Bama State. The Braves have made their way here.
That one fouled off.
He's trying to stay alive. Bama State trying to stay alive. We'll have that game coming up next.
That one on the outside called ball.
Texas Southern, you hear them fired up here. They kind of halfway sniffed this one, but we see A&M just keep plugging away.
And another shot, base hit. 2-out base hit for Hall.
He's been on base 3 times. Hall hit twice, single once. And now Bruton on base twice, single and a fielder's choice.
That's a called strike.
Bruton didn't like that call. He thought it was low and outside.
That one low for ball one.
Well, if A&M gets another batter on here, you know, things could get a little interesting.
And that's a called strike. Now behind on the count is Bruton.
Bruton a little frustrated.
And that one evens the count at 2 apiece.
Pitcher working quickly.
Winger, the third pitch of the day for Texas Southern. And this one going to center. Fadado right underneath it to make the catch. And Texas Southern keeps Alabama A&M at bay as we go to the top half of the 8th inning. 12-7 is your score right here on the SWAC Digital Network.
Who is USAA made for? It's made for this guy, a veteran who honorably served. And it's made for her. She's serving now. We made it for all branches and all ranks, whether they served one tour or made a career of it. We also made USAA for military spouses and their kids. USAA is easy to work with and can save you money on auto, home, and renter's insurance. Become a member today. Call us for a quote. USAA. What you're made of, we're made for.
We are the SWAC. Our heritage lifts us to great heights because my history is forged by trailblazers. That motivates me today to focus on my future. We are the SWAC. We are the new trailblazers. And this is my heritage.
Back to live action. Number 33, Otis Smith with 35 pitches, already with 1 strikeout in relief, trying to keep Texas Southern at bay as we go to the top half of the 8th inning. Fadado to bat for the Tigers.
Yeah, Fadado doubled, reached on an air. He's doubled twice.
Now
reached on an air and fly to left. Excuse me there, James. Just trying to update you on what he's done. So he's been on base 3 times.
3 times.
Yeah, 2 for 3.
And this one over to Bastardo for an out.
Well, right now, what's costing A&M is the early struggles that they had, as Texas Southern scored 7 in the first 3 innings. Mike Robb starting fast like he did yesterday against Jackson State, led 3-0. Only to see JSU whittle away at it. Who knows? He might get another crack. If he holds on and wins this game, he'll get the crack, maybe another crack at JSU, but he'll get the loser of JSU Grambling. That game coming up at 3 o'clock, our 3rd game. Looking forward to that one, James Verrett.
Should be high drama. And fun.
I think that might be one of the higher scoring games in the tournament.
You think so?
Not saying the pitching is not going to be bad, but I just think both teams can score runs. The bats are just that good. Pitching's not that bad, but I think the bats are just that good. We saw what Grambling was able to do, and of course we saw what Jackson State was able to do, play a little long ball yesterday. And again, Jackson State leading the nation in stolen bases and one of the better hitting teams in the country. And so it's and one of the losses Jackson State has had is to who?
Grambling. Grambling can always say, yeah, you were undefeated in conference play, but you did lose to a conference team.
Coach Coop reminded me the other day in practice that, hey, remember now, we beat Jackson State. Just keep that in mind. I mean, the 24-0 is great. And look, he was very respectful of all the things that that Omar Johnson has done. He even talked about the fact that when Alabama State went undefeated, you know, with Merville Melendez, you know, what's the key to getting over that hurdle? You go undefeated, you know, you got to keep it at a high level. You know, he said if it were him, he would have called Melendez if his team was undefeated just to try to see or contact him just to see what it takes to get over that big hurdle, which is right now. And Jackson State got over that hurdle yesterday. Texas Southern kept plugging, kept punching, but Texas Southern left too many runners on, and they had 2 runners thrown out. They lost 2 runners on the bases. You can't have that happen in the postseason against a good team.
And a walk is earned by Godot.
Your attention. Now pinch hitting for Texas Southern, the freshman number 19, Tyler Williams.
Now we're going to have a pinch hitter, Tyler Williams. And Tyler has come in and they moved him over into the outfield. And the second base, and they moved Garza over to third base. De Leon is done for the day, and first at bat for Tyler Williams.
Just hit 133 during the season. First of 2 elimination games. This game, the losers eliminated, and up next, our second elimination game. Then our winners games coming up at 3 and 6.
Now went on the outside for a ball. Evens the count at 2 apiece.
I just like the competition, what we're seeing here.
Got the out on a strikeout of Williams.
You know, you had that 8-1 game yesterday. A couple of innings got away from A&M. Then you had 3-0 Southern over Bama State, competitive there. Jackson State, 7-4 chess match there. And then 2-0 Prairie View Alcorn, low-scoring game. Jose Fernandez going all the way. A low-scoring game there. So some competitive baseball in day 1, and even here in day 2, higher scoring. And A&M just kind of hanging around here.
Fouled off by Cooper with 2 outs in the bottom half of the 8th. And as they say, it is go time for Alabama A&M.
Yep, first thing, they've got to keep TSU off the scoreboard. I mean, you look at Texas Southern, they only hit 245 during the season.
And they're going to let Godot get over to second base.
On base 4 times, was hit once, an RBI single. Now I had a stolen base at his ledger.
And Ford gets the final out of the 8th. Go to the top of the 9th. 12-7 right here on the SWAC Digital Network.
We are the SWAC. Our heritage lifts us to great heights because my history is forged by trailblazers. That motivates me today to focus on my future. We are the SWAC. We are the new trailblazers. And this is my heritage.
Who is USAA made for? It's made for this guy, a veteran who honorably served. And it's made for her. She's serving now. We made it for all branches and all ranks, whether they served one tour or made a career of it. We also made USAA for military spouses and their kids. USAA is easy to work with and can save you money on auto, home, and renter's insurance. Become a member today. Call us for a quote. USAA. What you're made of, we're made for.
Time to call a credit repair company to fix my credit. Hold the phone, man. You can do it yourself with Credit Versio. That's way too hard. Call the credit repair company. Most credit repair companies only work on 1 or 2 accounts at a time, making it slow and expensive. You won't figure that out for months. Ignore him. Credit Versio's brilliant software scans all 3 credit bureaus, finds the accounts that are hurting your score, and guides you through the entire process. Anyone can do it. Let's fast forward and see the results.
Wow, I fixed my own credit and saved hundreds.
You can do this. Visit creditversio.com.
Bottom half of the 8th inning, Alabama A&M now trying to do their best to get back into this one, trailing 12-7. James Red along with Charles Edmond. 14 hits for Texas Southern, and for Alabama A&M, that's a fly out. And for parts of the game, that's how it's gone for the Bulldogs. But they have had that big 6th inning where they scored 4 runs.
You got to give A&M credit for just continuing the battle. As Bergmeyer just flat out to left, and Ford 0 for 3 with an RBI, well, 2 RBIs, a bases loaded walk that made it 12-4. And this game not quite done. I mean, A&M, if they get a couple of runners on, then you can think about some things.
And inside for a called strike.
You know, you're at that point where you're not 5 runs, you got 5 outs left. You're not in the game, but you're not out of it either if you get something going. And A&M at times has got things going. First-year head coach Elliott Jones, what a great story. Southern guy, worked at Grambling. You know, had, from Shreveport, had some family issues to tend to, so working at Grambling, having to make that 65-mile journey to Shreveport, deal with his family, good stuff there.
And Tyler Williams playing second now, gets the put out.
First time I saw Elliott Jones, just all over the place, which is a good thing. Just making sure everybody's where they're supposed to be. And he's talked about it. I'm transparent with my team, and I want them to be the same way with me. What's going on? What's not going on? And hey, let's make this thing happen. Let's have some fun, play some baseball.
Garza. Great stretch there by Ponce to get the out, and Texas Southern gets out 1, 2, and 3, and Ponce makes a good play at first base, able to take the throw from Garza and get an out. 12-7 right here on the SWAC Digital Network. Stay tuned.
Yeah, he told the bag.
Who is USAA made for? It's made for this guy, a veteran who honorably served. And it's made for her. She's serving now. We made it for all branches and all ranks, whether they served one tour or made a career of it. We also made USAA for military spouses and their kids. USAA is easy to work with and can save you money on auto, home, and renter's insurance. Become a member today. Call us for a quote. USAA. What you're made of, we're made for. Who is USAA made for? It's made for this guy, a veteran who honorably served. And it's made for her. She's serving now. We made it for all branches and all ranks, whether they served one tour or made a career of it. We also made USAA for military spouses and their kids. USAA is easy to work with and can save you money on auto, home, and renter's insurance. Become a member today. Call us for a quote. USAA. What you're made of, we're made for.
Top half of the 9th inning, and for Texas Southern, they may want to add a little bit more insurance with Therese Claiborne at bat. Otis Smith still on the mound for the Bulldogs.
This is the top of the 9th inning. I mean, Texas Southern has done just enough to kind of pull away, and A&M has done just enough to keep it close.
And right back over to Otis, and Mr. Smith gets out number 1, helping out his own cause.
Yeah, Bastardo's had a really solid game, 3 for 5 with a stolen base and the ground out here. A good play.
First baseman number 30, Oscar Ponce.
I mean, he could have ate a sandwich and did a lot of other things. So he made that throw, gathered himself.
I think you're foreshadowing what you're going to do after the broadcast.
Well, I'm gonna do that now. let's make no mistake there. And it was almost a mistake on this pitch, but the Wayne held it up.
Bridges in center field making the catch for out number 2. So that is true. You will be finding something to eat.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
If
Now,
there's food, I'm going to find it.
okay.
Whether at the stadium, here in the press box, out in the parking lot.
I heard that the show that 2 Chainz, Alabama State alumnus, the most expensivest, was actually your brainchild because you have the most expensivest taste when it comes to your culinary delights.
Yeah, I'll just take a bag of chips. That'll work for me. I tell you what, the SWACs had some pretty good, down in Biloxi last week, the sandwiches and chicken strips here yesterday. Pretty good stuff.
So you rate the culinary offerings very good, and Garza is struck out by Otis Smith, and he tips the cap to his defense. And now it will go down to the bottom of the 9th. One more look, and caught him right there, and strike 3. Let's take a look at it one more time as we go to a break. Garza thinks that he made a ball. Oh, no, that's a strike. And we'll see if Alabama A&M can score some runs right here in the bottom of the 9th on the SWAC Digital Network.
Who is USAA made for? It's made for this guy, a veteran who honorably served. And it's made for her. She's serving now. We made it for all branches and all ranks, whether they served one tour or made a career of it. We also made USAA for military spouses and their kids. USAA is easy to work with and can save you money on auto, home, and renter's insurance. Become a member today. Call us for a quote. USAA. What you're made of, we're made for.
We are the SWAC. Our heritage lifts us to great heights because my history is forged by trailblazers. That motivates me today to focus on my future. We are the SWAC. We are the new trailblazers. And this is my heritage.
Your mom's been posting a lot since she got that phone at Cricut's mega sale.
Every day.
Here's a comment. We stan.
Oh, Mom. You're the cool mom.
The more phone, more fun mega sale.
Mega.
Your mom's been posting a lot since she got that phone at Cricut's mega sale.
Every day.
Here's a comment. We stan.
Oh, Mom. You're the cool mom.
The more phone, more fun mega sale.
Mega.
We are the SWAC. Our heritage lifts us to great heights because my history is forged by trailblazers. That motivates me today to focus on my future. We are the SWAC. We are the new trailblazers. And this is my heritage.
New pitcher for Texas Southern, trying to close this out, Caleb Dubois, the young man out of Bridge City, Texas. We've already discussed, is it Dubois in Texas? I know in Louisiana it's Dubois, but in Texas it may be Dubois.
Caleb Dubois.
See, now you're going Dubois. In Mississippi, would it be Dubois?
He is 0-2 with 15 appearances during the year, 15 strikeouts, 11 walks, 25 earned runs on 32 hits and 22 innings pitched. Well, it comes down to this, James Verrett. Alabama A&M still alive as a leadoff walk. Well, these Bulldogs just a Bulldog mentality. They're just growling, hanging around.
They just won't go away.
And just won't go away. And just the first 3 innings, if they take those innings back, it could be a different ball game. But that's not the case. Leadoff man is on again. It's a 5-run deficit, so you need to get 2 on at least to kind of stir up the pot a little bit.
Called strike. And it's up to Caleb Dubois to put a top on this jambalaya and send it to the table. That one going right back over to Tyler Williams. Gets 1 and 2. Nice double play there by Texas Southern. And Williams coming in relief at second base does a good job.
Best friend of the pitcher is a double play, and here comes Mike Robb. He might make a change here for this final out. I mean, there's a method to the madness of Mike Robb. Yep, I think he's going to make a change, go to lefty. He's already thinking ahead. Yep, he's going to the bullpen.
All right, we'll take a break. When we come back, we'll let you know who the new pitcher is, as Caleb came in and did his job well. And we'll see who the next man is up right after this break on the SWAC Digital Network.
Who is USAA made for? It's made for this guy, a veteran who honorably served. And it's made for her. She's serving now. We made it for all branches and all ranks, whether they served one tour or made a career of it. We also made USAA for military spouses and their kids. USAA is easy to work with and can save you money on auto, home, and renter's insurance. Become a member today. Call us for a quote. USAA. What you're made of, we're made for.
We are the SWAC. Our heritage lifts us to great heights because my history is forged by trailblazers. That motivates me today to focus on my future. We are the SWAC. We are the new trailblazers. And this is my heritage.
Your mom's been posting a lot since she got that phone at Crickett's mega sale.
Every day.
Here's a comment. We stan.
Oh, Mom. You're the cool mom.
The more phone, more fun mega sale.
Mega!
Your mom's been posting a lot since she got that phone at Crickett's mega sale.
Every day.
Here's a comment. We stan.
Oh, Mom. You're the cool mom.
The more phone, more fun mega sale.
Mega!
We are the SWAC. Our heritage lifts us to great heights because my history is forged by trailblazers. That motivates me today to focus on my future. We are the SWAC. We are the new trailblazers. And this is my heritage.
And Jesse Garcia is our new pitcher for Texas Southern. And now he only has to get one out.
Well, Jesse Garcia, 11 appearances on the season, 0-2 his mark. 11 strikeouts, 27 walks, 16 earned runs.
Swing and a miss for Carlos Moss, the freshman out of Puerto Rico.
Well, Texas Southern wins this game. They'll be back here in the morning against the loser of Jackson Grambling.
And that one high and outside.
Of course, Texas Southern familiar with both those teams.
And that one low.
Up next, it'll be Bama State and Alcorn. Second elimination game here on the SDN. Coming up next, James Barrett, Centoria Black will have the call. That match there, Bama State, had some chances. Southern, they ran to a buzzsaw from Southern University on the mound. Team that had an 11-game winning streak, third longest in the nation.
And hit by pitch is Moss, and Moss will go to first base. And yeah, he just got hit. You can protect your shin, but you can't sometimes protect that foot. Brock Mitchell hits it over to Cooper. Cooper with a nice throw and did not make the catch is Oscar Ponce, and now we've got runners on first and second.
That's an infield single. Well, A&M not going anywhere quite yet.
First baseman number 9, Jalen Ford.
And we got 2 on. It's 2 out. You get a couple more base runners on, you got something.
And swing and a miss by Hall.
Yeah, Hall hit twice, single once, fly to right. 2 on for A&M.
2 on and 2 out. And a shot, base hit. And smartly staying at third is Moss.
A&M showing some spunk. I mean, here it is, 2 out. Mike Robb makes a pitching change. And, there's a method to it. Obviously, he wants to get some guys some work. Bases are loaded here. Well, if Texas Southern gets a run in, it brings the tying run to the plate.
With 2 out.
With 2 out. 2 out action for A&M.
The wind is the friend for the pitcher for Alabama A&M because it's blowing in. For Texas Southern, the wind is blowing in. Right back over to Garcia. Nice underhand, and the game is over. Alabama A&M puts up a strong fight, but in the end, it was right there, underhand from Garcia to Ponce, and it's over. 12-7, your final. When we come back, we'll wrap things up and get you ready for the next game right here on the SWAC Digital Network.
There's a place where you see the incredible, where the word impossible can't be heard over the blast of the rockets, and where you reach for the stars and just about touch them. They say to love is to feel weightless, but here you'll discover it's the other way around. This is Alabama, and when you're here, you can take it all in.
We are the SWAC. Our heritage lifts us to great heights because my history is forged by trailblazers. That motivates me today to focus on my future. We are the SWAC. We are the new trailblazers. And this is my heritage.
And time to put a bow on this. The Tigers of Texas Southern defeat Alabama A&M 12-7. They improved to 11-35 overall. Winning pitcher Brian Williams, who goes 5 1/3, 73 innings pitched, 3 strikeouts, 2 earned runs. The losing pitcher Peyton Baker, 1 inning and 33 pitches, 3 earned runs. And Charles, when you take a look at Alabama A&M, how bright is the future for them?
I think it's very bright. You got a young, passionate, fiery spark plug in Elliott Jones. He's been a part of successful programs at Southern and Grambling. I think he's going to do a heck of a job at A&M. Came on board late, tried to play catch up. In these tough times, it's hard to do that, but now he's got a full off season to build it and shape it the way he wants it shaped. And I think Alabama A&M will be a team to be reckoned with in baseball, especially with Bethune and Florida A&M coming into the East next year. I think in a few years, this young coach will have A&M ready to go.
And for Texas Southern, despite 4 errors, they banged out 14 hits, 12 runs. They survive and move on.
Survive and advance. They got off to a fast start, and they had to hold on. 4 errors for Mike Robb. I'm sure he knows whether he's playing Grambling or Jackson in the morning. He's got to clean that up in order to have a chance.
All right, our final score 12-7 for Alabama A&M. Their season comes to an end. And for Texas Southern, they remain alive in the 2021 Cricket Wireless SWAC Baseball Championships. For Charles Edmond, I'm James Verrett, and for all of us at the SWAC Digital Network, thank you for joining us. Our next scheduled start time will be at 12:40. Thanks for watching, and good afternoon.
Your mom's been posting a lot since she got that phone at Cricut's mega sale.
Every day.
Here's a comment. We stan.
Oh, Mom, you're the cool mom.
The more phone, more fun mega sale.
Mega!
Your mom's been posting a lot since she got that phone at Cricut's mega sale.
Every day.
Here's a comment. We stan.
Oh, Mom, you're the cool mom.
The more phone, more fun mega sale.
Mega!
Your mom's been posting a lot since she got that phone at Cricut's mega sale.
Every day.
Here's a comment. We stan.